Hi, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the show today. It's Uncle Bruce here, Stock Markets with Bruce for May the 19th, 2021. It's Wednesday. It's hump day, and I got gunk all over my glasses and everything else. How you doing? Nice to see you this morning. The markets look like they want to start on a bit of a down note, and we're going to just see just
glasses and everything else.
you
How
know
you
what kind
doing?
of a
Nice to
down
see you.
note they want to be going on. Is it going to be intense, or is it just going to be a little retest of some of the lows we've had lately? There's this proverbial question: what should I be holding? What should I be investing in? Now, I'm not talking about us here necessarily. I'm talking about the market in general. I'm talking about hedge fund managers, pension fund managers, mutual fund managers. They're all wondering, well, where is the direction of this market headed? Is it going to be on growth? Is it going to be on yield? Are interest rates actually going to go higher sooner than we thought because maybe the economy is going to be hotter than we thought, or there's inflationary pressures, and we have to have we have to have higher interest rates to control inflation if inflation gets out of hand. On and on goes the problems. How's that? Does that look clear to you? Um, I don't know. Right now, the Dow is showing a negative 279 on the pre-opening, 0.81 of a percentage point. This isn't serious. S&P is showing down 39 points, not quite 1%. And the NASDAQ is the loser, down 190 points at the moment, down 1.4%. Now, the reason for NASDAQ being off the most is that it has the highest collection of growth stocks, and that is the area under, quote, pressure, unquote. But you know what? I think this is a fake out myself. I don't believe that this market is in trouble, and I'll tell you why. Just watching CNBC here a few minutes ago, listening to Stephanie Link and Mike Santoli. Stephanie has it right. She knows absolutely what she's talking about. The U.S. The savings rate for U.S. households. This is a number we never used to hear much about because it was non-existent. Most Americans, up until a few years ago, weren't savers at all. They were just spenders. Americans' standard of living has been decreasing for 20 years, and so there is no savings rate in America. But that all changed. As the markets went higher and unemployment came down, some Americans were kind of getting ahead of it again, and so the savings rate began to improve, and it was around 5% of gross income at one point on average. But right now, it's 21 to 24%. And the reason the savings rate is so high for average American, it's not for every single American, because I know some of you out there, you have no savings going on. There are others of you who are definitely saving. The reason it's so high on average is because so much of America has been locked up. So many Americans have not traveled on a vacation. They haven't gone seen their relatives. They haven't gone to Europe. They haven't taken a cruise. A lot of Americans have not splurged on restaurants, on nice shopping trips, all this sort of stuff. Americans have been staying home. The other thing that's happened for a lot of you out there, and a number of you are watching me, and this has happened to you personally, is you're working from home and you're not putting on the nice clothes anymore. You're finding that working remotely on your computer in your den, or in a third bedroom or a second bedroom, or wherever in the house you're working. Some of you are just carrying your laptops around with you wherever you're going. You're doing it on your couch. You're in your bedroom. It doesn't matter. You're not getting dressed up to go to the office. So you gals out there, how many pairs of shoes have you not purchased in the last year versus years past? Or how many outfits, new tops, dresses, skirts, just makeup? We're talking basic stuff. Hair product, getting your hair done, getting your nails done. Guys, haircuts. I had one 3 weeks ago. Finally, first one in 6 months. I was driving me nuts. I mean, I was just moving my hair. I was always touching my hair while I'm on the air because it was just in the way all the time. What little there is, I mean, the strands that grow are the ones you don't want to grow. Anyway, what can I say? how many times, how many haircuts have not been had by American males? How much money has not been spent by American males on on clothing for themselves? And then there's the other costs that we haven't incurred in the last year plus, and that is new vehicles. A lot of us have put it off because we're not driving. How much gas have we not been buying for our cars? How much money are we not spending on commuting costs? Eating lunch at the office every day, going for the Starbucks coffee once in the morning, once in the afternoon, perhaps. Just think about all of these expenses that we have not been incurring, and the money. Some of us, we've been bringing in just as much money, is not being spent, and so we kind of paid down our credit cards. Brought those balances down, which is great, bringing the minimum payment requirements down, which is taking the pressure off. Uh, and some of you are putting money away, and a number of you are watching me. What are you doing with your extra dough? You're putting it into the market. You're building up a portfolio, and you're beginning to realize, hey, this saving money thing is not like it was when I was a kid. I remember when I got an allowance. They put 2 quarters in my hand, or a couple of dimes, or whatever I got as a kid for an allowance. Some of you out there got dollars. Can't believe it. I got 25 cents a week for an allowance. Of course, that was 1964, 65. Anyway, you get this, money, and then mom and dad would force you to put it into the piggy bank. I mean, you're holding it for a second, and then you had to go over here, and you couldn't do anything with it because this is for your future. Well, what about my now? Like, I want a chocolate bar now. Can't have a chocolate bar. That's just not prudent. Anyway, those of you thought saving was like that. That was a turnoff for a lot of you folks. But many of you have figured out, geez, just the sheer idea of transferring money against my credit card and watching that balance plummet, especially after the third and fourth month, you realize, oh my God, look at how far this thing has gone down. And you notice your statements. You kind of go back now 3, 4, 5 months, a year ago. You look at your statements from a year ago and see the interest you were being charged every month. And then 6 months later, you notice the interest charge is way down. Now you look at your interest charge and there isn't one anymore, hopefully. Maybe you're out of credit card debt. You're noticing that. You're also probably noticing, some of you are noticing that as you pay down your credit card balances and you start paying credit cards off in full, the credit card companies start turning around and going, hey, we got a deal for you. How would you like to transfer your balances from another card for zero interest, for a 6-month promo or a 1-year promo or a 1.99 interest deal? So what you're doing is you're transferring 18% interest credit card debt over to this credit card debt at zero. And you're just eliminating all these high interest rate debts coming into the zero, and you're just targeting that one card as quick as you can over this next year to knock it off, because that's going to be an 18% interest rate. But then what happens is the other credit cards that you paid off in full, they're coming going, hey, how would you like to transfer money to us at a zero rate? And so you're playing the money game. You're beginning to figure out, I can shift money around as a creditor, as a debtor, to limit my exposure and pay down at the same time, because I'm not going out and spending this extra money. The first month or two, you may have missed it. You missed going out doing this and doing that. But after a while, you kind of go, well, no one can go out. It's not like they're picking on me. The virus is, everyone's problem. And you talk to your relatives and your friends, and you realize, yeah, we're all stuck at home. And so you're targeting that. So what you're not spending money on is indirectly means you're saving. That's what that is. It's just because you're not physically putting it into a piggy bank or into a savings account, your savings rate has gone up because your spending rate has gone down. The point of that whole little episode, the whole little thing from me, is that I'm talking about approximately $2 trillion of pent up money is out there in people's hands, able to be spent. There are many Americans out there, Canadians and others, who have access to over $2 trillion like that to go on a trip, to go out to a nice restaurant, to go to the shopping mall and buy a nice pair of shoes or what, or go out and buy stuff on sale. I mean, it's the other thing that a lot of you are figuring out. You've time now. You've got time to comparison shop online. And you're figuring out, yeah, I'll buy something for myself that I'd like, but I'm going to buy it at the best price, and I'm going to have Amazon deliver it to my house. I'm not going out to that shopping mall, because if I do go out to that shopping mall, I will now be exposed to 150 other stores, because I need to go from like my car to that place to get what I want it and get back to my car. It doesn't work that way. You go through the food court, you walk around the mall a little bit, you get some exercise, and you meander into a couple stores. Oh, this is on sale. This is on sale. And you come out with a bag full of stuff, and you're spending money you were planning on spending. This is going to affect the savings rate. But there are $2 trillion out there ready to go into the economy and will enter the economy this year and next year. Count on it, because as we get back to a more normal life, we will be more normal. Now, the new normal for some of you will be different than the normal it used to be, because you're going to maintain that remote work gig that you've come to love. And you're going to realize, I only have to get dressed up and go into the office maybe once a month. And the rest of the time, I'm schlepping, baby. I got my sweatshirt on. I got a hoodie on. I got my whatever pants on. Of course, as you know, I'm naked. I don't have anything on down here. I only wear socks, or don't even wear socks, depending where you are. And so your wardrobe costs are going to plummet dramatically. And for some of you, this is a big deal. If your wardrobe costs drop by 80%, for a guy like me, 80% less in wardrobe expenses, not a lot of money. For my better half, for Jennifer, can you imagine Jennifer's wardrobe being cut by 80%? I mean, we'd save tens of thousands of dollars, all those photo shoots. But most of you out there saving 80% on new wardrobe costs. And when you do shop, you're shopping on sale because you're being picky. Wow, that is a lot of money, after tax money, by the way, for almost all of you. This is after tax money for your wardrobe. Those you gals out there who are spending all that money on makeup, and you know firsthand how expensive makeup can be. You drop that by 80%, oh my gosh, you're talking thousands a year between the clothing, the makeup, no trips. Fewer restaurant outings, very few Starbucks outings or selective Starbucks outings. You add this up, it's like a smoker quitting smoking. We used to use the old argument with a smoker. Well, if you quit smoking, you'd save $20 a pack or $5 a pack or whatever it used to be. Nowadays, it's a ridiculous price per pack of cigarettes. You could save yourself a fortune, and this is happening now in lifestyle choices that people are making. The so-called, we're not going out to eat like we used to. Even going to Burger King, Wendy's, Arby's, McDonald's, Chipotle's, Outbacks, all your favorite restaurants. If you've cut that back by 80%, you are really saving money, because you are buying ingredients from a grocery store and producing at home. And some of you figured out you like to cook, and you're kind of good at it, and you're getting better at it, like really better at it. And a number of you have figured out something else that's brand new in your lives. You're ordering food that you can cook at home from a food prep service that delivers these boxes to you once a week with your meals that you've already pre-selected a couple of weeks in advance. And you've got your entire meal plan figured out in advance. Now, these aren't cheap, but these are cheaper than going out to a restaurant with the taxes and the tipping, and to get there and to get back. All of a sudden, you're realizing, my God, I can eat really well in my home at my leisure. I can prepare a meal with these services within 30 minutes, 40 minutes. I've got a nice meal that I will pay triple or quadruple this price at a restaurant. And I used to do that all the time. This is a change. As we open up again, the next thing that'll begin to happen, I think, is we're going to start seeing folks like you out there are going to open up your home to friends and relatives. And you're going to say to them, come on over and let's have a dinner at our house on Saturday night. We've arranged for this meal to come in, and we've ordered six meals, and we're going to produce this really nice dish right here in the house. You bring the wine, you bring beer, and come on over. And you guys are going to collectively spend as a group, instead of splitting the bill at the restaurant that used to be, $200 for six of you, or $150 or whatever it was, depending on where you went. And all of a sudden, the cost to each of you is like 1/4, and you're in wonderful surroundings, the home, and you're hanging out and you're casual and you're enjoying each other's company, and you don't have to worry about driving wherever. And if everyone gets loaded up, they just stay over. Pretty good stuff. Or you take a Uber and get home that way. The world has changed, and this savings rate is massive. Now, for the stock market, to come back, because I keep talking about the markets in plain English, to give you that little description of the way the world has changed, and then translate it into the stock market. The American consumer is more powerful now than they have been in maybe 30 years. There is more capital at the beck and call of an American now than since the 70s, I got to tell you, because the inflation rate is virtually nothing. Forget what you hear about the inflation rate. There is no inflation to worry about. Interest rates, they're a nothing burger. People can borrow money at cheap prices. Real estate equity has gone up beautifully. Even your used car is worth more money this year than last year. What? There's more buying power in Americans' hands than in generations. And this will affect the U.S. economy for the next 5 years in a very positive way. Very positive. Will it affect every single business in America in a positive way? Nope. There's changes here, rollover, changeovers. But overall, the U.S. economy overall is going to have a lot more capital going through it domestically. And this is going to lift the U.S. economy dramatically. And so outfits like we heard this morning, Target, as we like to call it in Canada, Target, record earnings. Home Depot this week, record numbers. Walmart just had big numbers the other day. On and on it goes. Apple record numbers, Amazon record numbers, and so on and so forth. And this will have an effect over the mid to long term, that these markets will go much, much higher overall. Now, you're going to get days like this today, and time to time you get a month where the markets just aren't doing that much, because we have to remember, look back a year and a half since the crap out, even before the last year's drop off before the COVID lockdown, where the markets were in early 2020 and where they are today. They're up here, and the gap, the difference between early 2020 and now 2021, where we are now, is quite good, and it's too much. The stocks have gone up too far, too fast. Why is that? Why is the market so much more expensive now than last year, when in normal times it might be up 12% or 14%? Why is it up so much more? Because the savings rate has gone up. You guys have put money into the market. All over the place, money has gone into the market. It's gone into cryptocurrencies. They've gone stupid. You've put money into Apple, and Apple has done really well. They've had to split their stock last year. Even now at 120 something, it's really done really well. The stocks have become overpriced. They're ahead of their earnings. All analysts were predicting that Apple would have a good quarter last quarter, and the quarter before that, and the quarter coming up. Analysts are predicting great numbers for Apple. The stock, however, went up faster than the analysts were calling for the stock to go up. And this has happened with company after company after company after company. And so shares are ahead of themselves, or were, and there is some consolidation going on. There's some people going, well, at 145, Apple is a bit overpriced. Right now it's 126. Is that overpriced for this minute in time? Maybe. Is this overpriced in 3 months from now when the next Apple earning numbers come out? Maybe not. Maybe at that time the stock should be 130.35. Maybe a year from now, Apple should be 150 a share. But a year from now, the earnings per share of Apple will be much higher than they were a year ago. And so that will reflect the higher values that the stock should have. So many trillions of dollars are not being spent in traditional areas of the economy. They're going into the stock market, or have been. And so now we have this reassessment going on where people are going, I really have this much money, X amount of money of mine, into the stocks that I'm at, or should I be realigning myself? Now, what I am suggesting to you out there, I suggest it on the air, and then I do these one-on-one sessions with you, where in private we go over your your account, figure out where you're at, what's going to happen in your life this next 3 months, 6 months, 1 year. What do you want to have happen for your life? And then we kind of figure out, well, what can you do to enhance your retirement? What can you do to enhance your income coming in, and or what could you do to possibly change your life dramatically and become literally semi-retired and a full-time or quasi full-time asset manager of your own assets, and maybe working 10, 15 hours a week on the side, and then having an investment life over here, and getting away from that 40-hour a week cubicle that used to be 60 hours a week with commute time and overtime and demands from the boss. The one thing I keep coming back to with so many of you is this new idea of, well, I own all this stock, and it just sits there, and I get 2% yield on dividends, which is just, not even inflation. Maybe I should write call contracts against my stock. Maybe I should write some options. I should bring in some additional income, just like hedge funds do, just like pension funds do, and other institutional investors. Maybe I too should offer some options on my paper to bring income in for stuff I'm holding long term anyway, whether it's Apple, IBM, Home Depot, Facebook, and now Gamestop. And soon, SPACs that will be maturing into regular companies and hopefully trade higher. I'll start writing options on this stuff, because that is what I'm recommending you consider doing. Bring money in on assets you're sitting on, because you're sitting on assets that are underperforming, and you've worked a lifetime. In some cases, you worked 30, 40 years to build up assets, and you're not getting anything for it. That's ridiculous. It's time to get paid for what you do. Unfortunately, you can't call a stockbroker and say, hey, listen, I want to set up an option writing program. Can you help me out? There are no brokers who are going to talk to you about that. There are none left. We're gone. We're old now, and we're disappearing off the face of the earth. The only brokers you're going to talk to, so-called financial advisors, are going to try to flog you some in-house funds that they have managed by their professionals in some mysterious office building somewhere. And they're going to brag to you going, you got a 3.5%, 4% return this year. Well done. The returns actually were 6%, but they took 2 off the top. They took a third of your returns and kept it for their fees and gave you the rest. But hey, welcome to the regular world like everybody else. Do you want to play that game, or do you want to take control of your life and manage it yourself? Well, you manage it yourself, you can make more. If you're prepared to work for yourself, are you? Or you just want to work for somebody else? It's up to you. It's your call. In any event, that is the future, and that is what is happening right now in this world. So many of you are reaching out to me saying, "I want to see you one-on-one. I want to talk to you for an hour. You're worth this $400 an hour you're charging, because I need a full hour of your undivided attention to help me with my exact situation, because everyone's is different. And can you help me learn? Can you help teach me how to take what I have and make it generate more income, so that it takes the heat off of my pension earnings that I'm getting, or Social Security money I'm getting, or I don't have to work until I'm 68 or 74 or whatever the mathematical charts are telling me I'm going to have to do. Can I, at age 40, change my life now? Can I avoid having a massive stroke at age 45 or 50 because I'm working myself to death? Is there a way that I don't ever have to go back to that place? I don't want to go back to that place. I don't ever want to have to be commuting, going there, getting the crap kicked out of me, being abused, and just work to death. And then I commute back home and I'm exhausted and I'm feeling weaker and I'm not healthy. And my doctor's telling me your blood pressure's too high, everything is wrong with you. I love this being at home thing, and I kind of would like to make more of this. And oh, by the way, I really want to get out of this town because I'm sick and tired of this area, or I just don't want to live here anymore, or I would like to live, in a dream location that I've always wanted to live in, whatever it is. For Canadians, it's somewhere. Americans, it's somewhere else. For Brits and for Germans and French, wherever. You're prepared to make those changes, then you might make this happen. First thing first, though, get your economic act in order. Become the self-employed asset manager you can be. Look after your affairs. Start growing your income from your own assets. that will then allow you the freedom to say, all right, I got this going on. I've been doing this for 6 months, 8 months, a year. I'm comfortable in my own skin doing this. I can do this from any location in the world as long as I have one of these and I have internet or I have my iPad or my laptop. I can go anywhere I want. And I'm now prepared to make the move. And as a matter of fact, I've even gone on a holiday, and my wife and I have taken off for a 2-week gig. And during the 2 weeks, I managed our affairs while we were gone, and it worked out perfectly. Now I'm prepared to move. We're prepared to move to where we want to go, and we're going to change our lives. That's why people talk to me one-on-one. If you'd like to talk to me one-on-one, send me an email. The link is down below, brucefarmer@hotmail.com, the old Hotmail address. Ask for a one-on-one session, and we'll try to get together as soon as possible and talk about your future. Welcome all to the channel here at Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to Uncle Bruce's show. We're down 338 points on the Dow on the pre-market. That is 1% finally. S&P down 46.8. That is down 1.1%. And we're down 200 points on the NASDAQ, down 1.5%. Crude oil getting shellacked, down $1.35 a barrel, down 2%. And that's actually good to see. So you want to see this. You want to see oil dropping because it means your gallon of gas is going to get a nice and cheaper, nicely cheaper. And that's like a tax cut. That's like getting a tax cut or a raise because you're spending less money. That's more in your pocket rather than in the oil and gas company's pocket. So good to see that happening. Hopefully this will continue on and we'll be fine. And thank you to Death. Death has said, hi, Bruce, here's a donation for you. I don't know what to think about getting money from Death. I don't know. But anyway, I appreciate it. Hi, Uncle Bruce. I put my money into VOO 2 weeks ago thinking I'd be smart and not try to beat the market. Now I'm afraid I have bought the top and will be holding for a decade before seeing a return. Advice. Oh, my God. I don't know what VOO is. If it's a stock, are you able to write options against it to help bring in income against the cost? I'm not sure what to tell you. I don't know how to advise you on this thing. I don't even know what this is. But Death, sometimes mistakes are made and these things happen. It's just the way it goes. What can I say? I don't know how to help you with that. Anyway, yeah, Andy has got it right. Always remember when markets, crash or collapse, they are buying opportunities. Don't freak out and sell. If you've taken profits into this 13-year bull run, good. I've scaled back more than 60%. If you're thinking of selling because the market is down, you're an idiot. Because this is exactly what losers do. Losers sell on bad days. Winners buy on bad days. You have got to change your mentality completely around. You've got to be a buyer of deals on lousy days, and you've got to be a seller on winners on really good runs. But if you're long stock right now, and even if you're upside down on it, you're underneath it a little bit. Worry not. If you have 100 shares or more of a stock that you can write options against, you can bring capital in against the cost of that stock, lowering your cost average and bringing income in to buy either more of that stock or buying stocks on a dip that you have your eye on. You might write options on 2 or 3 other positions you've got to then pool that cash into a stock you really want to get your hands on at these lower prices. This is what good, running your assets or what it's all about. This is what asset managers do. And you've got to start thinking that way. You've got to kind of join the party on that. Let's see. What was I going to do here? I was going to look up to something and I got waylaid. There was something I was going to do and I forgot. Hang on a second here. A couple of pre-market things I think I was going to tell you about. Again, the Dow's down 348, S&P down 47, NASDAQ down 202. We are 30 minutes from the opening. And right now I notice that Gamestop is down 546 to 175.21. I'm not too worried about that. The pre-market volume is 47,000 shares. Hardly a concern here. So we're okay with that. We've got AMC at 13.25, down 78 cents. Now that, unfortunately, is not good. The shares were in the pre-market day before yesterday at 15.50. Yesterday morning, they were trading at 14, or during the day yesterday, as high as 14.67. But on the pre-market right now, 13.26, down 77 cents. 2.7 million volume. Very quiet compared to lately, but it is negative, and that's a 5.5% drop in the pre-market on AMC. GameStop right now is off 3%. AMC's off 5.7. Social Capital IPOE is trading at 16.50. That's down 30 cents, 1.8% drop. No big deal. Only 97,000 traded there, so we're not worried about that. That's a dip if you haven't got any yet. Over on VGAC, the Virgin Group acquisition, $9.97 is unchanged on 7,800 volume. Gores Holdings at $11.01, down 31 cents on 5,800 shares. Nothing to consider here of any issue. Fortress Value is $9.96 unchanged. Starboard is $9.91, up a penny. Vector Acquisitions down 6 cents to $9.95 on 10,000 shares. No big whoop there. Navsite Holdings down 3 cents to $9.85. There's no volume, or there's virtually no volume. So that quote's not even accurate. Fifth Wall Acquisition, $10.35, up a penny. Vanek Vectors, the ETF semiconductor fund. This is getting cheaper and more attractive all the time. $224.50 right now, down almost $5 a unit. The high for the year, $258. This has been $34 higher already this year, and I believe that the potential of this fund will be over $300 a share, but I cannot tell you the exact day it's going to happen. But this one has some phenomenal upside. But whatever reason, people are selling some tech stocks and they're throwing out computer manufacturers at the same time, which just is laughable because every computer manufacturing company cannot keep up with the business and their profits are going to be unbelievably substantial. So again, this ETF is at 224, down 510 a unit. What can I say? Home Depot, big numbers just 2 days ago. Again, new record earnings, and the stock is down again to 312, down 435. High for the year now, 345. That was about a week and a half ago. So the shares have backed off $33 a share, which is just about 10% in value, even delivering the greatest earnings in the company's history. And it will continue. There's rumors out, oh, it can't go on because when Americans go out, they're going to lose all this business. And I'm thinking, really? You don't think maybe Americans will go out to the Home Depot? There's a lot of Americans who haven't been going to the Home Depot. There's a lot of potential here for Home Depot. I see appliance sales continuing. Wood prices are ridiculous, which means margins are ridiculous. Home Depot is just going to keep making money. IBM down $1.36. That's less than a 1% drop. 142 on the stock. High for the year, 148. Hardly an issue. IBM, if it really got into the 130s, would be a steal. But right now, it's just down a little bit. It's doing fine. Microsoft at $239 a share, down $344. It was $263 for the high, so we're now down $24 from the high, not quite 10%. At 10% or more is a correction and definitely a buying opportunity for Microsoft. But at the moment, $239 is what we're showing on the pre-market, 200,000 pre-market volume. Apple, $122.96. Let's call it 123. There it is right there, 123.03 right now. It was 145, as I said earlier. So the stock is $22 off its high of the year. And if you percentagize that, that's 15% off the high of the year. So this stock is quickly getting into the buy range, coming into the bargain range. And if it breaks 120 and hits that 115 level, pick it up. It will be a steal there. Tesla, $553, down $24. High for the 52-week range now, $900 a share. That is the high. The low, $157. Now, wouldn't it be kind of cool if you see Tesla $157 to $900? Wouldn't it be cool if we could say, yeah, GameStop, next 52 weeks, low of $157, high of $900? Wouldn't that be great if we could say that about GameStop? Anyway, $553 on Tesla, down $24 a share. And there's people who say it's a deal, others say it's not. The Bitcoin crowd and the cryptocurrency crowd are looking at Tesla going, well, Musk bought a bunch of Bitcoin in Tesla. What was it, 3 months ago, 4 months ago? And I think he bought the Bitcoin when it was $32,000 per coin. And now it got up to 60,000. Did Bitcoin? Now it's back into the just under 40,000. I heard this morning. The question is, well, was that going to affect Tesla and its profitability? No, it's not going to hurt Tesla at all. But the stock in Tesla is being challenged here and there by some short sellers. I wouldn't bet against this company long term, but people do. Facebook, to round out my quotes, 305 down 440 a share, 305.50 down 440 a share. The high for the Facebook last week, 331.81. So this is backed off $26 a share after posting humongous profits, massive gains on Facebook's bottom line, absolutely phenomenal. And so it's just getting sucked into the vortex like everybody else. Under 300, that stock is a steal based on the kind of money they're making and going to be making, just so you know. All right, there you have it. A little lower on the markets. We're down 382 on the Dow, down 51 in S&P, down 222 on NASDAQ. GameStop now is 172 on the pre-market, 172.70, down 797 on volume of 58,000. Excuse me. AMC getting hit again, now at 1302, down $1.01 from last night's close. AMC 52-week range, 191 for the low, $20.36 for the high, and it is now trading at $13 on the pre-market at this moment in time. 13 to 1301 is where AMC is hanging out right now. Social media, IPOE, social capital is at 1647, down 33 cents, 1.9%. So there you go. Those are some of our stocks that we're following the most to see what's going on there. And like I say, you buy on the dips if you can. The Dow now showing a 400-point pre-market drop. We're going to start off with a nice dump here. We'll see how far it lasts. Will there be enough volume to really make this stick, or is this just going to be a quick flash sale, and then we get a rally and we end up with a 200-point loss when it's all said and done instead of a 400, 500, 600-point loss? We're going to find out soon enough. Is there a reason to dump everything? No. Is there a reason to realign? Maybe. Are interest rates going to soar? No. Is unemployment going to go crazy? No. The U.S. economy is going to continue to grow and grow dramatically because there is so much powder in consumers' hands right now. The market today is ignoring that fact and is just realigning itself. And so questions are, should I buy stock that pay a good dividend versus being into growth stock? And if I'm getting out of growth stock, if I'm going to get out of that, what growth stocks should I avoid? Should I avoid retail stocks, automotive stocks, computer stocks, software makers, security, type companies? What should I avoid and what should I get into versus where we're at right now? And this is the big guessing game. For a lot of you, you should do absolutely nothing. Do nothing. You might consider being an option writer to bring in some premium money right now, but you don't want to be writing call contracts first thing this morning. You want to let this market figure itself out first and then target options at the right price, at the right exercise price, and take the right sell price on your calls. So hang tight and just sit tight and watch all the mayhem and watch all the crazies go crazy and just sit back and go ahead, be crazy all you want. I'm not going to join that party. You're not sucking me in. I've done this before and I've lost so many times whenever I get sucked in on a market trend like this that doesn't last more than a day and a half. I'm not playing this game. I watched last week. It was Wednesday last week. We lost 600 points. Thursday, Friday, we gained 900 on the Dow. So you're not fooling me here. No way am I going for this. So there you have it. There's the pre-marketing right now. The pre-market, we've got 21 minutes to go before we open for the day. It is Wednesday, May the 19th, 2021. I welcome all of you here to the show, to the channel where we talk about the stock markets in plain English. That's all it is. I don't have fancy charts. I don't put up all these technical whatevers. I just try to tell you what the hell's going on. And bottom line is you don't have to worry about this market taking a dump or the U.S. economy falling off the cliff, or ain't gonna happen. If the administration can pass an infrastructure bill, if that can be done, and something is telling me that they're going to do it, but I think they're going to do it in chunks. It's kind of like there's a lot of politicians in Washington that secretly say, I'd like to have this piece passed. I'd like to have that passed. I'd like to have that passed. But I can't do it all in one big fat bill because that would look then to the world like I'm conceding defeat. So why don't we pass this bill here, which contains all this stuff, and then we'll pass that bill over there that contains all that stuff. And we'll kind of do it that way. And then when we do pass an infrastructure bill, it'll be a much smaller bill, and it'll concentrate on potholes and bridges and airports and and all that other stuff was passed, over here and over there. And then that way, I can't be blamed at home for capitulating with a $2 trillion deal in one go. And that might be the game that's being played right now in slow motion behind closed doors, because there's a lot of agreement on a lot of this stuff with all parties, but they just don't want to show that they're getting along. Welcome to the modern day world. And that's democracy in action, kids. That's the way it is. All right. So we'll see how all that works out. If these pieces can be put through, each one of them adds tremendous liquidity to the U.S. economy, because it's all about America. It's all about enhancing American efficiency and infrastructure, whether it's the internet infrastructure, the infrastructure of the electrical system, water quality, you name it. It's all there, and I'm sure everyone will be allowed to throw in these little tidbits, amendments, earmarks, we call it. Little earmarks will fall into place for these little deals to be made. You vote for this, we'll let you throw that in. Vote for that, we'll let you throw that in, and we'll do that nice and quiet, and everyone will be fine, and we move on. And so there you go. That seems to be what might be going on. Interesting. Well, what can I say? The virus counts are going down. I'm happy to see that. In the United States, they're now under 30,000 a day. Hopefully this trend will continue and be dramatically faster. The hope is that Americans will get vaccinated en masse, continue to do so, and that will continue to drop these numbers. And if these numbers keep dropping, the economy opens up even more. Canada is talking about more of an opening of an economy. Unfortunately, yesterday, Canada and the United States jointly announced that the land border will be closed for another month till at least June the 21st. So we now know until the third week of June, Bruce and Jennifer cannot go to Coeur d'Alene to their favorite Costco store, our closest one. We can't go to it and for another month. So we'll have to wait that one out. The hope is, though, that the case counts, which are dropping in Canada dramatically right now because vaccinations are accelerating in Canada, we hope that this will continue on both sides of the border. So maybe in July or August, the border might open up again. That would be cool if they say to us, you can prove that you've been vaccinated, you can cross the border without any questions. That would be kind of cool. We'll follow that, of course, second by second, minute by minute, day by day. And let's hope it really does happen. All right. The Dow now still showing a 398-point opening pre-market dip. S&P down 55 points and NASDAQ down 231. That's what we're watching right now. That's what we're keeping an eye on this market. Again, quick we'll look at the big quotation marks here. We've got GameStop at 171.09, down 958. They did hit yesterday a high of 189.20. So this is $18 away, or roughly just under $18 away from the high yesterday. Interesting. AMC now 12.72, down $1.30 a share, down 9.3%. I hope many of you were listening to me in the last week and you've been writing call options against your AMC, especially yesterday. If any of you took the chance and wrote 16s, I would be really proud of you if you could have pulled that one off. IPOE 16.22, down 58 cents. VGAC unchanged at 9.96 practically. Gore's at 11.01. Fortress at 9.95. Starboard Value at 9.91. Vector at 9.90. Navsite 986, Fifth Wall Acquisition 1035, Manic Vectors now down 527 to 224, Home Depot down 445 to 312, IBM down $1.43 to 142, Microsoft down 360 to 239. Let's call that up, and Apple at $123 down $1.80. Tesla down $30 a share to 548, and Facebook down 550 to 304. These kinds of quotes to me are the kind of quotes where you can see substantial correction and bounce back very quickly. These are not ugly numbers. The worst of the bunch is AMC, down 9% with a 1277 price, but it's not the end of the world for the majority of this market. And so we may start with a down dip, but that might not last very long. And we may find that there is some bargain hunting just off to the sidelines that is going to jump into this market in a big way. So we'll see what's going on with all of this. I'm not too worried about this market. It doesn't appear to me to be in a real problem scenario here. Okay, certainly not 1987. I'll tell you that. 1987. Oh, was it ugly? I remember before the market even opened in 1987, the phones are ringing off the hook. And our trading desk, the phones are ringing all the time. Our desk traders were taking calls and making calls, and oh, it was bad. We were hearing quotes we couldn't believe. We could not believe the quotes we were hearing in the pre-market. They were so abnormal. I mean, Royal Bank of Canada, would have normally been, let's say, $70 to $75 a share, and we were hearing bid at 50, offered at 51. We're going, what? $50 on bank stock? The biggest bank in Canada is down 30% on the pre-market. Like, what? And then, the number 2 bank and the number 3 bank and the number 4 bank and the telephone company and the other utility companies. And we're going, utilities are down 30% on the pre-market? What? And then we would hear about IBM, and we'd hear about all the top-notch blue chip companies in the States. We'd hear General Motors and Chrysler and Ford and U.S. Steel and all, and they were all off 15, 20, 25% pre-market quotes. We couldn't get our machines to work because they weren't giving us pre-markets. And our phones are ringing. Our customers are going, is this true? Am I hearing about, I heard something about the so-and-so stock is off 15% or something. Is that right? Or the whole market looks really bad. And we'd say, I'll get back to you. As soon as I have more, I'll get back to you. Well, we couldn't get back to them because we couldn't get the stats. We couldn't get the numbers. And 20 minutes into the market, we were hearing nightmarish numbers about quotes on stocks that we could not believe were true. But they were, and the Dow lost 22% in one day in 1987, and we thought this is unbelievable. What's Ronald Reagan doing in that White House over there? What is that administration up to that would cause such a panic wave of selling? But it happened under Reagan's watch, and it was a scary time for a while. And it's the way it was. I mean, today, a 22% drop in the Dow Jones Industrial in one day, that would mean that the Dow would lose approximately 7,000 points today. Can you imagine the Dow losing 7,000 points in one day to equal what happened in 1987? Unbelievable. Of course, the Dow would not be allowed to do that today because of the circuit breakers that are in place going down. The market would actually be halted for the entire day if we reached about a 10% drop. So can't be done anymore. But back then we didn't know that could happen. And the so-called new phenomena of computer-based trading was just being introduced to us. And these computer sell programs just kicked in like they were supposed to and just kept on selling. And I'll tell you, the market makers on the floor and the desk traders and we stockbrokers were just beside ourselves. I was looking at deals that I wanted to buy stock, but I couldn't tell you what the price was to buy at because my quote machine wouldn't give me a quote that was accurate. So I would see Imperial Oil, ESSO. I'd see Imperial Oil quoted at, used to trade at 53, but he quoted at 38. and the real market was 30 to 31, and we had no idea it was actually that low. And even if I put in an order, my desk trader would get it in and get it to the floor, but it would take an hour to get a report. And my customer going, well, did I get it? How much did I pay for it? We had no idea. So I did nothing that day. I just sat back and did no trading. I did a little nibbling towards the end of the day on the buy side only. And then that night I stayed in the office for about 5 extra hours and just called my clients and calmed everybody down. And then next morning, I'd already targeted with my clients the night before. A number of them had given me orders, pick me up 10 grand or whatever you think I should get. I had a whole kinds of buy orders for everything. And so I was sitting there early in the morning before the opening to try to figure out, where are we going? What am I picking up? And I bought stock like Royal Bank of Canada, Bell Canada. Like, I bought the basics. I bought some real serious blue chip stuff at some pretty good prices, and pick these off for my clients and put them in their accounts, call them up and say, here's what you own now. Here's some of the new product you just bought. And 3 months later, we were very happy. We were very happy with the results. But I tell you, that was a day that anyone who was in it will never forget. But I got to tell you guys, so many of you weren't even born yet. 1987, the so-called modern world that we were in, you guys weren't even born yet. You had no clue. And here you are looking at the market today. You hear me telling you that the Dow is down 375 points. And if you're watching CNBC or some of these networks, it's like, oh, we're down 375 points. That sounds like Jerry Seinfeld. Oh, 1%. Whoop-dee-doo. It's a nothing burger. And you got to keep it all in perspective, kids. There's nothing going on here. Anyway, there you have it. Darby just wants to link AMC and GameStop desperately together. They dipped at the same time on the pre-market. Well, you could say that about Apple and IBM and AMC and GameStop. You can add every stock in the Dow 30 to the GameStop AMC, and it's a conspiracy. They're all dropping at the same time. They must all be linked. I mean, come on. There's a difference between someone who knows the market from experience and someone who's just happy to be here, I guess. I don't know. Don't want to be mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, these stocks, yeah, they kind of reflect each other in a way, but they're totally different entities, and they will have totally different futures long term. But right now, yeah, there's some synergy, but don't read too much into it. GameStop down to 170 right now. It did touch 169 here a few minutes ago. It's been around 169.88. Here it is right now. And so it's jumping around. We're 8 minutes to the opening. We'll see how we open up. AMC 1294 right now. IPOE 1630. VG AC 996. Gores 1101. Fortress at 995. Starboard 990. Vector 990. Navside 988. Fifth Wall 1035. That's what we got. We have a negative opening to start the day, but we've stopped dropping. We were down over 400 points on the Dow. And now it's at 370. Is there really that much conviction to really get out? Not sure. 1% drop, that's not enough. I need a 5% drop here to really tell me we got an ugly, ugly morning. We don't have an ugly morning. We're not showing it. Down 1.3 on the S&P right now, down 1.8% on NASDAQ Growth Index. We are now 6-7 minutes away, and over in CNBC, what are they doing? Showing you ads for Rocket Mortgage and cars and everything else. Because right now they can sell their ads for top dollar 5 minutes before the opening of the day. This is where they can make the most money, and they do. There you go. Coyote, AMC, and GameStop are linked in that many of the same retail buyers dip into both, but beyond that, they're not similar at all. GameStop has a real foundation beyond squeeze potential. GameStop has $1 billion cash in the bank with no debt. AMC has $800 million cash in the bank with $5 billion in debt. There's a difference. Well, we'll see what's going on here. I think GameStop will close at 180 this week and 180 next week, and then 200. There you go. How about that? What can I say? Crypto got it bad this morning. What can I say? Let's see. Bruce, do you have a red stapler from back in the day? Let's see. Let's see. If it all looks good to me, time to double my Apple and SMH holdings. 171.80 on GameStop, coming up a little bit right now in the last of the pre-market with 4 or 5 minutes to go. Let's see what's going on. Bruce, the F-150 Lightning, any thoughts on Ford? They can put a prototype together like any other car company, and God bless them for it. But to put that vehicle on the road another year or two and billions more in expenses, and by the time it's all said and done, how cheap can they make it? Because those first quarter F-150s, Ford will lose money on every one of them. They've got to get that product rolling in volume, in bulk, to make it pay. And it better be a winner with the consumer, or they are in big trouble. And so there's a huge gamble going on. 173 on GameStop seems to have pounced up here about a little over $3 a share in the last couple of minutes. On this pre-market, a little pre-market rally here, still down 767 on the GameStop shares, but they are picking up a little bit right at the moment. And AMC at $12.97, down $1.06. It's bounced back a little bit as well, but it's still got a ways to go. Over at IPOE, we're at $16.45 right now, and down 35 cents a share. It also has bounced up nicely just in the last few minutes. Right now, the Dow is still showing down 366 with 4 minutes to go. S&P down 54, NASDAQ down 246. 173.25 on GameStop. Let's see what's happening. I can't wait to see the opening to see my AMC put prices, says Jacob. Let's go here. They've been trying to tank the market for quite a while, says Andy, and haven't been able to so far. Keeps getting bought strong, but sadly, most retail investors, big money scaling up and positioning. Right on. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 459 thumbs ups. I appreciate that. Keep them coming in. I love you guys for that. A couple of supers came in this morning, and I missed them, and I just want to double check here. Thank you to, here we go. Thank you to Death for the first donation. And then Freethinker McJones, Death, you have just been put on blast. Thank you for your donation. And then Death, Precision VOO is Vanguard 500 S&P Index Fund. Okay, there you go. Thank you for the second donation to clarify that. And welcome to the channel, and thank you for your support of yours truly. I appreciate it, guys. Thank you for being here. 1,800 of you are hanging around for the opening. Let's see what it brings us as we get ready to go. 478 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. GameStop right now, 172.15 at the moment. Jumping around a little bit here in the open market, the pre-market. AMC at $12.93. Let me just get a refresh here, make sure everything is current. Yeah, $12.95 on AMC, $172.15 on GameStop, $16.41 on IPOE, only down 39 cents now. And that's what we have this early in the morning as we get ready to open this market. The Dow down 351 has come back about 50, 60 points from its lows about 20 minutes ago. Now 341, and S&P down 52, NASDAQ down 244. Okay, getting ready to open the markets to see what they want to do here. First thing this morning, we did see IPOE as low as $16.17. It's now $16.41 and climbing as we're coming into the last minute or two before we start trading. All right. Let's see what gives. All right, let me set up my phone and get it set up, get it ready to rock and roll, and we'll keep an eye on these markets as we start trading right off the bat here. Looks like we're going to be down $7 or $8 on GameStop if this holds, but how long will it stay here? That's the question. Will it stay here and drop from here, or will it open in this range and then pop up $5? Don't know. Volume on the pre-market for GameStop is 121,000 this morning. And that's not enough to convince me that we're into a real terrible start to the day. All righty, we're just about ready to roll here on the markets. The boys are talking on the show. We're looking at U.S. futures. And as I say, the Dow now is showing a loss of 327 as opposed to about a $415 point loss just a half an hour ago. And that is less than 1% right at the moment. As we are getting ready to hit the bell, we should be ready any moment now. Can't wait, can't stand it. Oh, I want to get going. 173.45 on GameStop right now, $12.94 on AMC, $16.40 on social media. Those are the three we're watching most closely here. 326 down dip on the Dow. And we're about to start trading in the less than a minute. Down 327 on the Dow Jones Industrial Index. Okay. Isn't this fun? There it goes. The bells are a-ringing. Here we go. The bells are clanging on Wall Street. GameStop, 172, official start to the day. And we're down officially $8.67 on the very first salvo. We've got IPOE at 1622. We have AMC at 1292. And now we'll see the first few moments how all this comes flying through. Waiting to see the first trades on the day today. What is going to happen for our markets to start the morning? Alrighty. IPOE 1626, GameStop 173.49 now. Started at 171.99, now 173.49 on 221,000 shares. Now I'm showing it at 173.49, excuse me. 1272 on AMC, 1275 on AMC, down $1.28. Social Capital IPOE 1660 down only 20 cents. The Dow showing right at the moment a opening loss of 381. S&P down 55, NASDAQ down 227. And we'll see how all this plays out in 5, 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. See if this goes through here. 175.50 on GameStop, down now only $5. Like I said earlier, it might just start here and kind of go from here. It won't be a $10 drop to start the day. So let's see how it wants to play out. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining me today. And welcome to the opening of this market. Let's see what's going on here. 20 GameStop bargain filled. Woohoo! Uncle Bruce, I appreciate your rationale. Thank you, Bertie. My GameStop order just got picked up at 171.69. Good pick off. 176.55 is where we're at right now on GameStop. You're already up $5. Nice trade. 1670 on IPOE, only down a dime. The GameStop down $4 to 176.55. Now I'm showing 177 on GameStop. 177.98 on GameStop, only down $2.69. The Dow is down 413 on its opening run, 54 on S&P, down 193 on NASDAQ. AMC has popped back to 13.13, down 90 cents, and Gore Holding down 17 cents to $11.14. Other than that, not too much in the way of changes. Keeping an eye on our favorites. IPOE at 1662, down 18 cents. GameStop 177.50 now, down 366 a share. And AMC at 1307 so far, 1308 right now, 1636 on IPO. VGAC unchanged at 997. Gore's at 1119, down 13 cents. Fortress unchanged or down a penny at 996. Starboard 990. Vector 991. Navsite 988. Fifth Wall 1035. Vanik down 372 to 225.75. Home Depot down 678. IBM down $1.68. Microsoft down $2.50. Apple down $1.10. That's it. Only $1.10. Tesla down $25 a share, and Facebook down $4.14 a share. GameStop 176.58 right now. The low 171.99. Call it 172. And so we're up, $3.50, $4 off the low. High so far 178.56. Volume 382,000, not enough to get excited about. That is not what we call panic selling at all. 175.72 on GameStop. AMC back under 13 now, 12.78. It's jumping around quite a bit here. Got as high as 13.20, but now back about 45 cents again, 12.78. Volume on AMC, 12,440,000. The short squeeze is not panning out this morning, unfortunately, for AMC. GameStop, 175.86, trying to reach 176 again, down $4.82. Just saw it break 176. I'm not sure if it's going to hold that. There you have it, 1645, down 35 cents on IPO. The Dow down 336 points, S&P down 48, and NASDAQ down 180. So these markets are moderating. They're not free falling at all. and they might be running out of gas on the sell side. It might only have been a flash bunch of selling, and now there's bargain hunting coming in pretty aggressively. That could be what's going on. We'll watch this as we always do and see how it goes. Oil down $1.66 to 63.83 a barrel, and that is what we have going on. The headline says Dow falls 400 points as stocks open sharply lower on inflation. That is not true. Sharply lower is a 5 to 10% market drop. A 0.94% Dow dip is not sharply lower. That is exaggerating. That is clickbait. And if I did that, people would be all over me on YouTube going, how dare you say words like that when it's not true? Well, what can I say? Others use that, and, that's how it is. Anyway, there you go, guys. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the opening account. I'm glad you're here. Appreciate you joining me today. And, what can I say? We're looking all right. I think some want to make the market look like a horror movie, but it's turning out to be those bad horror movies. You end up laughing. Lots of shorting going on. Maybe Sitting Bull. I'm saying that he said that used to be the way, but that's been regulated. Let's see. Shorting adds to short squeeze update on GameStop. Let's see. We got people talking to each other about all kinds of stuff. Welcome one, welcome all. We need some Yoko music to calm my nerves. Maybe that's what we need. Oh my gosh, I don't want to do that. No. Anyway, GameStop 175.50. Dow down 385, taking another dip now, and down 41 on S&P 173 for the down dip on NASDAQ. All right. And Uncle Bruce, what are the three SPACs that have announced the vote dates so far? Well, we know that IPOE has announced their vote date, which is next week, the 24th. So isn't that in about 5 days? We know that VGAC has announced their vote date. That is for June the 10th, I believe. And then we have FAII, Fortress. They've announced their date for June the 15th. So 3 are officially announced. I'm waiting now for Gore's Holdings. It's at $11.10 a share, and that one's been acting interestingly lately, like they're about to say something. I'm waiting for them to come up with theirs, and everyone else behind them to come up with their announcements for their merger votes. The Dow down 418, and GameStop is down $4.72, approaching 175.15 to 175.47. That's what we got. I love these down days, says Gregory. These are buy days. Let's see. Please, no mentions of Yoko until the afternoon show. Thank you in advance. Tony, late everybody. This chat is BS this morning. Oh, okay, Tony, you take care. But Eddie, Uncle Bruce, does Yoko wake you up singing? She could be useful alarm clock. Let's see here. What else is going on? Good morning, Uncle Bruce, and everyone from Malo. Thank you, Malo, for being here. Z is saying, Tony, take care. We'll see you later. Residential Flea, Eddie, you're now getting too personal. And yes, let's see. What else is going on? We'll see all this later this afternoon, says Calvin. Team Yoko, hold your thumbs. Tony is being waved at from J Ray. Later, Tony from Calvin. Ashley, Tony, Pecos, XO, love you. Tony, got work to do. Tony, you have a good one, buddy. We love you. You know it. Thanks, pal. I want Yoko, says Thomas. Sitting Bull. Yeah, but when the people accuse me of celebrating deaths, well, if they were in person, that's how they would get a bloody nose, I guess. I got a fever, and the only prescription is more Yoko, almost to a fill on coin. Interesting. 174.87, 175.42 on GameStop now, 175.65 on GameStop, and IPOE has turned green. It is at 16.85. You had a limited opportunity to buy it on sale this morning, it looks like. Now up a nickel at 16.85 on IPOE. AMC at 12.89, down $1.14 at the moment. 175.73 on GameStop right now. We're waiting for GameStop to announce, of course, their CEO, the new CEO. We're waiting for that announcement. We don't know when it's coming. We're just waiting. The search is on, and they're probably nailing down who it's going to be. And then there's the first quarter reports. 176.62 on GameStop, by the way. Just went through 176. We're waiting for the first quarter financials to come out from GameStop. I am predicting that they're up from last year dramatically. I'm kind of hoping that they're up from 2019, or they're up from 2020, and that they're up from 2019. I won't know until we see it, but I'm hoping that is the case. That GameStop's numbers are higher than they were 2 years ago. That would be really good. We'll see what that brings us. Okay, Whisper, damn it, make it green again. Whisper, Bruce. Let's move back to the stocks, guys. Let's see what else is happening. To 176.87, 16.94 on IPOE, up 14 cents now, climbing again, approaching that $17 mark on 520,000 shares volume this morning to start the day. GameStop volume right now, 594,000 at 176.50. AMC, 12.93 on 17.9 million. That's where we're at there. The Dow down 428.92 points, down 435 now. And S&P down 59, NASDAQ down 219. I'm going to take a peek here if we can at the Dow and to see how this comes through. Let's take a look. All right, losers and winners. There's only one stock on the Dow that's up. Salesforce.com. Up $1.79.84. The biggest losers on the Dow in a percentage basis would be Boeing at 2.7%, Chevron 2.6%, Caterpillar 2.4%. Walgreens, Nike, Goldman Sachs are all down at least 2%. Between 1.5% and 2%, we are looking at losers like IBM, Dow Chemical, Intel, Honeywell Industries, American Express, and Home Depot. They're all off between 1.5% and 2%. Those are your losers on the Dow, dropping 444 points right now. Early morning loss. Alrighty, and let's see on the GameStop now, 174.85 or so, down $6 odd, 582, $6, and we have a volume right now on GameStop of 649,000 shares. On IPOE, holding a gain of a nickel at 16.85. The high so far, 16.99 on 575,000 shares. So there's definitely buying interest coming into the IPOE because it will become SoFi a week Monday on the, apparently it's not going to be on New York. I know IPOE is trading on New York. They're shifting the NASDAQ. They're shifting the listing over to the NASDAQ. And I found that an interesting thing. Apparently, it's cheaper to be listed there than in New York for trading fees. So I found that interesting. I kind of also get the impression that IPOE appeals to a younger investment community crowd because, of course, it's online banking. 1704 right now on IPOE, by the way, just broke through 17. It appeals to a younger crowd for online banking. And NASDAQ and high tech kind of go hand in hand. The the tech trade, and so that is what IPOE wants to do. 1720 on IPOE, up 40 cents as the Dow is down 375 points. So interesting how the big boards are negative and IPOE has gone straight positive to 1728, up 48 cents right now, looking good on 633,000 shares. If you're long IPOE and options, hang on. We're going for a nice little run here, and I think you're going to make a lot of money, so stand by. GameStop now 176.05, broke through 176 again. Will it now take a charge to the 180 level after going through its first, 13 minutes of gobbledygook? Can we get through that now? GameStop, 672,000 shares. The sellers were selling, they've sold, they're gone. We're at 176.49. Can the shares now run up to 180 again? AMC is improving at 13.25. It's down 83 cents. This is the high of the day. Right now, this is the area that's the high of the day for AMC. 20 million traded. Maybe they've been able to chew through most of their selling to start the day off. We'll see if that selling was short-lived and maybe have another run. 17.45 on IPOE. It is really jumping here, quite a bit of covering. I think there's short covering going on IPOE as well as speculative buying because there's too many shares shorted, and this thing is going to be much higher than this a week from Monday. So hold on, guys. You're getting richer today, and I'm happy for you. And let's just see how far this can go. All right. Welcome one, welcome all. This is fantastic. And what can I say? Let's see. I'm not sure what's going on there. What's going on? There's discussions going on between members here. There's some issues. I'm not sure what's happening. I've been too busy commenting on the market, so apologize if I'm not monitoring things enough. But we're doing what we can here. Anyway, okay, y'all. Rob says you can't stop panicking. I'm back. Visceral Records. I paid an arm and a leg for my $10 strike for January 2022 calls, $5.75 a share, but I believe I can fly. Visceral, I'd love to know what contract is that. I've missed your earlier comment, obviously. What stock are you talking about? Are you talking about the IPOE? Because if you are, you're going to do just fine, even though you paid as much as you did. I have to assume that that's what you picked up with that price. Go IPOE, damn it. I almost bought 2,000 more last week. Visceral IPOE, I always forget to add that. So well done. You're now book value 738 plus premium. You're probably looking at a $10+ contract now. You double your money or more. Way to go. We have Bruce Waning here as a new member. Bruce Waning, welcome to the channel and the gang here. I appreciate you joining us. Wonderful to see new members joining on a down day like this. The Dow down 374, S&P down 49, NASDAQ down 162. GameStop holding at 175.46. IPOE now at 17.25, 17.18, jumping around. AMC 13.16, down 87 cents. Welcome, Bruce Waning. Nice to see you. All right, Gores Holdings 11.02, down 30 cents. All righty. Hello, all. I missed earlier. Welcome, Rob. Hi there, Batman from Resident Flea. Casey, Uncle Bruce, people need to learn how to block report if someone is causing issues. I have no idea what people are talking about. Again, I'm just joining this to the party here. Let's see. Some shills in here arguing vaccines and whatnot, as if that's what this place is about. Gotcha. Hopefully that won't be too much of that. Oh, there's Bruce Wayne. Let's see. Uncle Bruce, people need to learn about the dangers of pancakes. Well, there's that too. Uncle Bruce, Nintendo is green now. Power to the player. Super Mario keeping me a little green. Haha. Right on. The Dow down 400 again. And at GameStop 173.55, 174.82. We're jumping around a bit here. 17.10 on IPOE. Okay. Hey, chat, just giving back a little since Uncle Bruce made me some money. Thank you, Bruce Waning, for coming in here and joining us. I love it. I have a headache, says Jane Doe. I'm sorry, but I'm able to listen to Uncle Bruce and have a chat with others at the same time, says Sitting Bull. Bruce Waning, welcome, buddy. People are welcoming you into the channel, and that is good news. Let's see. Welcome, Bruce Wayne. Welcome, Bruce Wayne. Doing the right thing always comes with risks. Welcome, Bruce. Bruce, hope you brought Batman with you. Deepest value. Owning stocks is like having children. Don't get too involved with more than you can handle. Owning stocks is like having children. Don't get too much. What can I say? 173 to 174 on GameStop. We're waiting for that recovery breakout. Will we get it? I think we will. I don't see panic selling on GameStop. I don't see coordinated selling coming in here. I just see the stock settling down and then just inching back to 180 and going higher. That's kind of what I see. But anyway, what do I know? AMC puts are printing. AMC 13.10, down 93 cents. Welcome, Bruce, says Michael. Thanks for the warm welcome, folks, says Bruce Waning. Welcome, Bruce Squared. Marcus, Wayne Enterprises chiming in. Surely not an AMC boy after having his parents killed after the movie theater visit. Mitchell Hester, I'd love to build a dream house, but I don't want to wait 2 to 3 years while it's being built. Krista Ona, oh, that is so awesome. Sitting Bull, I love this, his conviction and how there's right and wrong and how one must stand and not look away. Let's see. And yeah, okay, that's true. Deepest value. Whenever you invest in any company, you're looking for its market cap to rise. This can't happen unless the buyers are paying higher prices for the shares, making your investment more valuable. Those are good thoughts. There you go. What else? Welcome, Bruce. Time is on your side if you own shares of superior companies. And let's see. Let's see. My bagel's gone moldy. Somebody says, "Oh my gosh, someone has a moldy bagel. It's gone purple. How about that?" Bruce Wayne, welcome. Waffle Raptor, looking good. Teeth sharp as ever. Looked like they were eyeing a Toronto. 175.08 on GameStop, down 559. IPOE is now back up to 17.22, up 42 cents. AMC at 13.10, down 93 cents. Ashley says, welcome, Bruce. Erico just scraped the mold off. It's good. Still a good bagel. Don't worry about it. Rub some dirt on it. It's fine. I heard Batman and Robin were involved in an accident involving a steamroller. They go by Flatman and Ribbon now. Anyone said pancakes? Did someone say pancakes? Uncle Bruce or chat, what is Manafort's SPAC name again, please? Manafort or Manaport? Mataport. Mataport is Gore's Holdings, GHVI. It's 11.13, down 19 cents. Damn it, Jim. What if hedge funds bought calls and let the market go up to make money, then sold puts and shorted the stock to make money? Or would they seemingly cancel each other? I mean, look, if they only own calls, they make money. If they only own puts, they make money. Of course, the markets go the right direction for them. If they're playing the underlying stocks, they might be playing calls to compensate against drop in markets, buying puts to ensure and protect themselves. I mean, that's part of the game. Solus, I bought 3 $25 calls for IPOE for June the 18th. Good deal. Let me think. What are you out of the money now? You're $8 out of the money until June the 18th. Boy, I sure hope you didn't pay very much for those. I hope you paid pennies for those. Otherwise, I'm not so sure about this. Sir, this is a Waffle House. Erico, if a rye bagel with mold, it could be a dual broom, right? I don't know what this means. Welcome all. Sell wall at 17.50. We're 17.47 on IPOE, up 67 cents. Let's give Uncle Bruce a thumbs up. So let's go. Thank you, everybody. What else is going on here? And welcome, Lance. You haven't missed much except for a crazy opening, but I don't know if it's going to be that bad of an opening or that bad of a close when it's all said and done. We're down 394 on the Dow, make it 401. S&P down 50, NASDAQ down 159. 175.95 on GameStop. We're up to hit 176 again, I think. And we're at 17.55 on IPOE. 17.55, up 75 cents. Looking very strong, and it's just going to go higher. There's no question about this. Uncle Bruce, I had a dream last night with a really great question for you, and I'll remember in a bit. Just stay tuned. I'll remember. Don't you love that? Guess what this older new becoming a modern gamer learned after buying Mass Effect Legendary Edition from GameStop? I need this thingy called a controller for optimum playing. Back to GameStop. There you go. When you sell in a description, you always sell cheap. Well, when you sell in desperation, you always sell cheap. Peter Lynch. There you go. In description. Bama Babe, because of volatility in the market and uncertainty since the virus, I play the 40-60 ratio, 40% invested and 60% cash to buy more. And when the market fails or when the market falls to low levels, 1767 on IPOE now, up 87 cents, going higher, 1768 up 88. 174.50 on GameStop, 175.80 on GameStop. I'm not sure which quote is accurate. We got several going here. We're jumping around. $12.94 on AMC now, down $1.09. All righty. Thank you, Uncle Bruce's Resident Fleet. Let's see here. Let's go. The key to making money in stocks is not getting scared out of them. Yes. NASDAQ improving. We're down 167. Green buy close. The Dow down 422. Let's go. We're at 1745 on IPOE. Let's go. Patience equals profit. Avoid static. Focus on facts and plan accordingly. There you go. Eric Betts says B. Welcome, Eric. 174.94 on GameStop, 175.49 on GameStop. Boy, it sure jumps by the dollar, doesn't it? It just jumps by the dollar. Solus, I paid $84 for the $25 calls, Uncle Bruce. So not too worried about that loss. I still own shares in IPOE regardless, but this was my first options trade. Look, if you paid $84, I think you're going to make money. You're probably up money right now. You're probably up on these right now. And it's all good, Solus. So you start somewhere and you figure the game out. And you know what? I don't mind seeing an investor throwing $84 around, taking a shot. What the heck is wrong with that? I say nothing. Nothing is wrong with that. Take a shot at these contracts at these kinds of prices, and if they turn into $200 or 400 or 500, I go, way to go. Yeah, I say way to go. There you go. Stocks, like politics, is no place for emotion. Royalty for life. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Robert, here we go. 175.86 on GameStop, 1746 on IPOE, 1302 on AMC. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Royalty for life. And Solus, good job, Solus. There you go. IPO is moving. It is moving, people. Yes, it is moving. And we're moving higher. Good morning, Royalty from Ashley. 1734, 175.27 on GameStop, 12.98 on AMC. We're having an interesting morning to start the day here. The Dow down 404, S&P down 53, NASDAQ down 184. That was a good buy at $84, says Funky J Bell. Good buy for those contracts. There you have it. Making some money. Got a $25 call, good for June 18. The deal, it trades on June 1. So, you know, if the shares are 20 to 21 on June 1, you might be at $2 already. That's 2.5 times your money. If they do go to 25 in the first week of June, if they get there, you will be 250. And if they reach, obviously, beyond that, you're on your way. But I don't know. I can see a double, a triple, maybe a quadruple, maybe. But I don't know if it'll be more than that. But hey, wouldn't it be great if they went to $30 by June the 5th? You'd probably have a $7 contract. You'd be up 8 times your money. You'll say, I didn't buy enough. Way to go. Anyway, observe thyself. Did you get in today early like we talked on the pre-market? We were right. I have 19 shares of IPOE at $15. Hope this hits 40 or $50. Do you think it can? Yes, I think it can. Lance, instead of expiring the last loose change, I decided to place the IPO call orders on RH 2 weeks ago. They never went through, though. Lance, where do we go? Eric is asking. Let's see. IPO 1740. Yeah, right in that neighborhood. Lance, aha, that's the noise I make when I karate chop someone. I need money. Give it to me. Sorry, I forgot what I wanted to ask. Let's see. Lance, I'm in the same boat. I don't want to wait for the transfer. 1984, the rocker. Bruce was talking a few hundred after the merger. There's whisper rumors of 400 a share. 400 a share. Not June the 2nd, though. But there are whisper rumors within a year. That's what they're saying. Hey, this is why I grabbed a $30 call for mid-July. The thing about it is, though, is that so many of the much older generation that do not know IT or internet type of things are left out because they have not been plugged in. I hear you there. I opened a SoFi account, says Michael Grant. Welcome, Michael. Interesting. Let us know how that works for you, if you like it or not. Hey, Bruce, I have 10 contracts for VGAC to hit 15 by July 16th. Should I roll half of those into October for 1750s? Well, time would be on your side. Time is a good thing. Something to really consider there. I wasn't expecting June 10th merger. I got calls for January the 22nd at 2250. Maybe too far out, but I thought October might only land us around 25 to 30. So the further out, the better. Smarter move. Sitting Bull, get your older loved ones a modern PC with a large display and a pair of headphones, and what a gift. If anybody wants karate knowledge, I'm your man, full-time karate instructor. Oh, thank you, Aaron, for that info. Nice to know. 174.65 on GameStop. see if we can break out of this 174, 176 neighborhood and take a shot. I don't know. The Dow down 358. That's better than in the last 20, 30 minutes, but it's not like a lot better. It's just like a little better. We need an upsurge on the Dow, a serious upsurge to break this selling pattern. Is it going to happen? I think it will, because I don't see enough volume coming in to tell me that this is a serious desperado sell wave. I just don't think this is going to last. I think the sell wave runs out of gas kind of shortly, and Bargain Hunter's going to step in and quickly move this market. Specular television, Spellair TV, 100% equals double, 300% equals quadruple. So what do you say at 1,000%? My Cardanos from January were there at this weekend. What's with this baby volume? I don't know what you're talking about. Aaron, very cool. You are always your first line of self-defense, all right? I want game to go. What? Just because the other guy mentioned the noise he makes when he does a karate chop. Eric. Aaron. Nice dude. Exactly how effective is the traditional chop? I bought ADA back in 16, 17. Finally starting to pay off. Dan, Aaron, how good are you with a bow staff? Oh my gosh, we got weird questions going through here. 1730 on IPOE up 50 cents. Gamestop at 174.99, 174.98, 174.99, and AMC at 12.88, down $1.16. The Dow down 389, S&P down 50 points, NASDAQ down 173. That's where we are right now. It's what we got going here at the moment. Good morning from Binvo and Splair TV. I thought you'd teach me a new word. My English isn't nicht so super. Nicht sehr gut. Aaron, have you ever reached into a man's chest, pulled his still beating heart out to show him how black it was before he died, asking for a friend? That's kind of weird. How about whatever that is? I'm an expert on crazy. I'm an expert on crazy. There you go. Morning, everybody, from Nathan. How you doing, Nathan? From Hawaii, I believe. Welcome. Nice to have you all here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me and joining all of us, the gang, as it were, as we are watching these opening minutes go by. 30 minutes into the day, and we've got the Dow down 392, S&P down 41, make that 51 points now in the S&P. NASDAQ down 183. That's what we have, a little sell wave to start the morning. We're going to see how long this will last before it runs out of gas, and we'll see what's going on here. Hey, Uncle Bruce, Resident Flea. I was walking in the East Village and I saw a vintage bottle of High Karate Cologne for Men. Is it still good? A good question. Let's see. Let's see. A conduit with the switch. Uncle Bruce, after I clear enough money to retire, I'll be shipping the Tesla, Jen, a few hammocks and books, and collectively as a group, ship with a Yoko confirmed booking. Just so you know. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Here we go. I'm just all about dusting off the SPACs I bought the last few months, making sure they're all nice and shiny for the first day of trading after the merger. So how about that? Very nice. Let's see. Royalty, thank you for this donation. Any thoughts on Target stock? TGT to be specific. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Well, they came up with those nice earnings, didn't they? They blew the doors off the analysts. The question will be, will the shares hold any kind of a gain for more than a day or so? Have the share, they've had such a run. Are they ahead of the earnings, or are they just catching up to their earnings? It's the same question with Apple and other stocks, Facebook and Microsoft, Amazon. We're all wondering the same thing. Uncle Bruce, do you think the SEC or the Fed will push to end payment for order flow? No, I don't. I don't think so, because those who are earning money doing this are some of the heaviest donators to senators and congressmen to keep things just as they are. So I don't see Congress doing a damn thing. James Brown didn't know karate, but he knew crazy. Good God. Hey, and Dan, don't focus on weapons myself. Karate means an empty hand in English, but I have friends that use weapons. Dan, just wanted so what was this FU from yesterday, the YouTube guy I've been watching for options is Project Finance, Training for Beginners, the ultimate in-depth guide. Just wanted to fill you in from the answer. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I know that FU in the movie The Odd Couple stood for Felix Unger, but clean the kitchen. FU. I'll see you later. FU. Don't forget to put this in the laundry. FU. Put this in the laundry. Felix Unger. Don't forget to clean the kitchen. Felix Unger. The other guy thought that. What does that mean? It took me a while to figure out that meant Felix Unger. Did you get sleep yesterday, Uncle Bruce? A little. I'm trying. I'm working. Dan of the SEC is a pathetic joke. Follow up. Thank you, Oasis. Felix Unger, follow up. SEC is bought and paid for. Uncle Bruce with Uncle Bruce, follow up. Follow up. Thank you, Jane. Sorry, Bruce. Taking up the chat with Kate Karate. Let's get back to GameStop. We're at 172.89 on GameStop and 1708 on IPOE and 1277 on AMC. That's what we're showing right now. Alrighty. What is going on? Thank you, everybody, for helping me out with the FU. No. 1,000% will be called a 10-bagger. There you go. 10-bagger. How about that? You know what? Eddie said, I have to admit it. I didn't know what the FU meant either. Yeah, Felix Unger. We need those infrastructure bills. Maybe finally weapons of mass construction versus weapons of mass destruction. I agree. Building a bridge. Build bridges and repair bridges and build new highways and speed up delivery and make America more efficient. Absolutely. That is the gift that keeps on giving forever. Whatever. Aaron, I took Kempo for about 5 years in my youth. Kempo? Probably going to start it up again. A studio locally opened up. DE. FU is follow up. No, it's Felix Unger. It actually means Felix Unger. You just don't get it. DE. It's from the movie The Odd Couple. FU means Felix Unger. That's what it actually means. Jeff Bridges says, Kath. Favorite uncle. FU, favorite uncle. It could mean that. There you go. I mean, Felix uncle, favorite uncle. Who knows? Felix Unger, favorite uncle. Aaron, let's pray Aaron got put a sleeper hold on Yoko, man for hire. I think Yoko might be in the Tesla in space doing a rescue mission, logistics. Do you know Kung follow-up? I've been toggling the thumbs up button for the last couple of minutes between 698 and 699. Try to be the 700 thumbed up. Trying to be number 700. Well, we're at 709, 708, 709, 712 right now. Thank you for the thumbs ups, people. Keep them coming in. Help me out. Get me to 1,000 as soon as possible. 173.95 on GameStop. Wondering what are we going to see? Where are we going to go here? 173.94. And on AMC, 1286. On Social Capital, $17. We've hit a high of 17.74 already today. VG, 997. Gores, 1091. Fortress, 995. Starboard, 992. Vector, 991. Navsite, 988. Fifth Wall, 1033. Vanik down 360 to 225. Home Depot down $4 to 312. International Business Machines down 259 to 141. Microsoft down 248 to 240. Apple down $1.50 to 123.30. Tesla down 27 to 550. Facebook down 448 to 305.50. There are some deals here. That is what we are showing here. The Dow down 491 points. Looks like the low of the day right now. S&P down 60 points and the NASDAQ 208 on the downside, where GameStop is 173.92. Under a bit of pressure here, down $6.75. That's what we got right now. We're watching this market, following what's going on here. Thank you for being part of the show. Hanging in there with me. I appreciate it. 1710 on IPOE again. It's popped back up a little bit. And that is what is going on. Stuff happening. And what can I say? Bruce, have you seen the things that are being called infrastructure? This is hilarious. You know what? I don't care what you call it. But I can tell you right now, you Americans, you need it. You need to fix your electrical grid. It's a joke. It's a laughingstock of the Western world. It is a hodgepodge patchwork of crap. Fix it up. Get your internet to all Americans. Get that done. Why do you have winners and losers in the U.S.? I don't understand how you tolerate it as Americans. But I love you guys. I love you. But boy, you could use infrastructure help because I've driven your highways and they're not very good. My gosh. Not that Canadians are much better. We too have issues, believe me. But have you ever driven the Autobahn in Germany? You want to see what a real highway system looks like? Try theirs. Oh, is it nice? But I'm not American. I'm not a politician. I'm just a guy in a living room answering questions from viewers who are trying to get me to talk politics, and I don't want to do it. Sitting Bull, self-defense is good, but I still like the Indiana Jones defense against the martial arts. Speaking of martial arts, where's the Bagel Queen Auntie Jen? Well, there is some movement afoot in the kitchen, and someone is giggling right now. Someone just kind of got up. I run my own dojo in Newcastle, says Aaron. Let's see. Damn it, Jim. Lord help us if the Dong's talk starts with all this FU going around. This Felix Unger talk is unbelievable. Video Vandal. Is anyone else looking at level 2 today? It looks really weird and almost empty. 173.17 on GameStop is what I'm showing. I'm not sure how accurate this quote is. We're down to 171.26, I think. I think we're actually lower than 173. Yep, 173.85 on 1.1 million volume. Dow down 521. Probably the reason why some of these stocks are dipping a bit. 172.09 on GameStop. The Dow down 532, S&P down 62, NASDAQ down only 186. Actually, the Dow and the S&P are now worse off. They're worse than the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is the best performer, where it was the worst performer to start the day. So welcome to the markets. The switch. Do you think Uncle Bruce can take on Yoko in a cage match? Let's see here. Oh my gosh, some decent questions, deep questions. Hey, Uncle Bruce, I put all my money in S&P 500 Vanguard recently for a long-term investment, but I'm scared that a potential crash is on the horizon would set me back a decade. Any advice? Don't do anything. Just sit there and ride it out. Just ride it out. You'll be fine. Dave, re-infrastructure. Our anniversary cruise departs from Memphis. Yeah, well, the river cruise. Fortunately, the departure point is downstream from the bridge, and the river traffic is moving again. So the river cruise is still on, or right on. Dave, thank God for that. Unbelievable. That bridge over there is shut down, isn't it? Nothing goes under it, right? Unreal. Aaron Vega sold Splair TV. Yeah, I closed a part of a 10-bagger. I bought at 1998, my year of birth. Hope that the rest fly for 15 years to come before closing the year. I don't know what this means. I don't know what he's buying. I don't know what he's getting, but he seems happy, and I'm happy that he seems happy. And that's the main thing on this channel, that you seem to be happy, I think, and I'm not being blamed for anything. That's good. 170.53 on GameStop, down $10. AMC down $1.26 to $12.77. IPOE is up 18 cents to 16.98. That's what's going on here. So people have been saying Felix Unger to me, and I mean tone to me my whole life. I had no idea.
Have they been telling you? It took me to realize that FU stood for Felix Unger.
You know how long that took me? That is a classic line. You have to watch a YouTube clip of the Odd Couple, the FU line from Felix Unger for what's his room? Oscar Madison. Oscar Madison and Felix Unger.
Where he has the allergy attack, and he's like, oh,
there's
and they're on
the
a
movie
date with the two of them.
The movie is classic. It's absolutely classic. He's actually in the diner with them.
Felix wants to kill him.
Oh gosh, yes. Oh, that movie is a classic movie, and that's from like 65 or 64.
Yeah.
A classic movie written by Neil Simon.
The original bromance.
Oh, the original bromance movie. Oh my gosh, so good. Timeless movie.
That's right.
Classically timeless. Felix Unger and Oscar Madison, the Odd Couple. FU means floor unlimited, says Tim B. We've been trying to figure out what FU means all morning. Waffle, I'm very traditional martial artist. I don't follow UFC or anything like that, says Aaron. Best way to hold with lovely prices, says Spielair. I don't know. What can I say? Welcome all. Welcome all. We're in the red. Down 507 on the Dow, down 61 on S&P, and NASDAQ down 185. What am I going to do for a bagel today? That is the proverbial question.
It's Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. So you've had the egg.
I had the egg.
You've had the belly.
I got the belly.
I'm thinking jelly, but I'm watching belly.
I'm watching the jelly belly. We had the jelly belly already.
There's a name for that. I can't remember what it's
Dan is
called.
saying, today's my first day at work not wearing a mask. I feel naked. Oh
No
my gosh.
way.
Feeling naked. Oh boy.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's happening slowly, but
Oh my gosh. 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 Petition for a Yoko. People want Yoko to show up. We got 785 thumbs ups. You see, without 1,000 thumbs ups, there's the threat that Yoko might pop in here, and people are actually saying, "Well, why don't we have Yoko come in here?" Oh my gosh!
So what kind of bagel would Yoko have?
Oh my god! What kind of bagel? Yoko
Not meat.
Probably not a meatball. No,
probably not a carb bagel.
Probably not a carb bagel.
Made out of almond flour or something.
172.50 on GameStop. It's come back a couple of bucks so far.
Do you want on meat lovers?
Well,
meat lovers, or would you like to have egg with some meat today?
You know what? I bought some. A squeezable bottle of honey mustard spread.
Yes.
So why don't we do like the ham and Bavarian sliced meatloaf with a slab of cheese and that. But butter it first, and then put honey mustard on the meat.
Yes, of course, yeah.
We have to have the we have to have a dripping.
What would the cows do if we didn't use butter?
They'd be unemployed. We can't have that. We can't unemploy cows
just
now.
Hanging around the barn mooing.
Well, first there's anti-dentites, and now there's anti-cowites. We can't have that.
Exactly.
We can't be an anti-beefite.
Is there anybody else out there in the community when they were little used to stand with the kittens out in the barn and hope that Daddy would give us a squirt of milk from the cow?
Anyone ever had that life? Any of you city slickers out there ever done that?
I don't know if they do that anymore because, pasteurization.
Oh, the health board. They come down and I think...
Just to let people think I'm really old. We had pasteurization when I was a child.
Well, let me ask you this. What farmer hand milks a cow?
Yeah.
Come on.
Anymore.
That ain't done anymore.
You should see these new systems.
These machines are incredible. These cow milking machines are amazing.
Lasers, and they know how much each cow gives.
The cow walks right into the milking machine because there's a bunch of food there, and they get milk. They get the satisfaction of being milked and eat at the same time, and washed and cleaned up. Yeah,
and released when they give the amount of milk that they should.
Yeah, they're happy. It's unbelievable.
It's space age, man.
Space age. The cows are treated so well now. It's unbelievable.
Space age. It's crazy.
Cows are going. We got it good, man. It's all good, except for the ending. It's just
not those. Well, not those cows.
Well, not those cows, I guess. But eventually.
Remember, we had to talk about steers, honey. Where steers come from?
Oh. I don't want to talk about that anymore. I don't like that talk. That talk makes me feel yucky.
Are there more girl cows than boy cows?
You're making me feel yucky when you're talking about steers. I don't like this. Oh my gosh.
How come there's so few bulls?
Oh no. Oh dear.
Okay, I'll go make a meat lover's bagel.
Please.
Okay.
And thank you, Jen, so much. Ooh, I'm feeling yucky. I'm holding my legs together now. I'm squeezing my legs together as hard as I can. Ooh, I feel yucky. Thank you, everybody, for popping in here to the Steer Show. Yes. Oh, my gosh. Bruce, what's the deal with Micron? You've had it as a recommendation, but I don't remember hearing your thoughts on it. Micron? Have I had the thoughts on Micron? Micron Technologies, a computer chip maker, trading at 27 times earnings, and the high for the year on Micron is 96.96, trading now 76.76. So I've been looking at this now as an opportunity to get it at a decent price. Not even a month ago, the shares were in the high 80s, and like I say, 3 months ago, $95 a share back in April. So I just like the stock for its pricing. They did come from a nice low level last year, from as low as the mid 40s and all the way up to the 90s. Now it's 76.76. With a company that can't keep up with business, kind of like it, so that's kind of why I recommend it. But if you don't want to buy any one particular computer chip maker, then just buy the SMH, the ETF that I've recommended as well. All right, let's see here. Good morning, Jen. I hear you. Good morning, Jen. Good morning. Yes, let's see. That's okay, Bruce. Our politicians don't speak for Americans either. I hear you. We have our clowns up here, and you got clowns down there, and we are the sane ones. I think we are sane. The rest, I don't know. 172.51 on GameStop. Go GameStop. Please come back and go higher. 487 down dip on the Dow right now. Down 58 on S&P. Down 166 on the NASDAQ. All righty. What can I say? Let's see. When we have storms, the Canadians come to Connecticut to fix our electricity. The last storm, they just drove up and down the street shaking their heads at the condition of the power lines. It's unreal. It is unreal. I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, what can I say? Thank you, everybody, for being here. SB, good morning, Jen. Hope you slept well. What bagel flavor will it be today? There you go. We're going for the meat lovers this morning to start things off with. And that's how we're going to start the day. And it looks like I'm going to have to start plucking my nose hairs again, says Dan. Oh, my gosh. What is happening here? The Dow down 488. GameStop 172.39. IPOE 1698. AMC 1286. Rough day so far. Okay. Let's see what's going on. Yes, in Austria, if politicians talk about privatization, their career is over. They're mostly out of here. Get out. Yep, it's Jen. Hello, Jen from Conduit. Yep. Let's go. I check it out. The Odd Couple was hilarious. I'll check it out. All eyes on Arizona. Good morning, Jen. IPO needs to go up further. Bruce, get that bagel eaten right now. Good morning, Jen from Ashley. And let's see here. Hi there, Jen. Shake that bagel belly. What's up with VGAC? I got an email today. You got your shareholder vote coming. Time to vote for that acquisition and get that VGAC trading as 23andMe right off the get-go. Absolutely. Thank you all. Who else is saying hi to all of us here? No ketchup, please. Don't do any ketchup. And let's go. What is happening? Checking a lot of folks talking to each other. That's why I'm not reading all these comments right now. Don't be cruel. You got to have butter. I live that life, Jen. Good times on the farm. Let's see. Vegetarian cringe hour. A milking and a meal. Hey, Bruce, will you send me some of the cheese whiz from Canada? No. Let's see. Morning, Jen. Oh, my. Let's see. I milked the cow and goats in France. Nothing's pasteurized, and it tastes better. I worked on a 200-head dairy farm one summer in my teens, says Ashley. Lots of poo, right? Lots of poo. Man, oh, man. Let's see. When we moved back to Kansas 20 years ago, down the road, a neighbor down the road milked one cow morning and evening. We got to buy the raw milk and cream, also fresh eggs. It was great. Let's see. Let's go on here. Let's see. Jane Doe, what would you recommend, Uncle Bruce? Spinach with mushroom? Let's see. My hubby did as well. Does he have stories? Let's see. Preheating the oven. Whole bagel goes in for 14 minutes. Crispy slice. Honey mustard, mayo on, then ham. Delish. There you go. Let's go. What do we have happening here? The GameStop 171.65 now. 172.19. Just kind of hanging around here. What else is going on? GameStop $1 above where I got it today. Let's see. What's going on here? Hang on. Oh my gosh. David, real eggs, fresh off the farm, and milk unmixed and pasteurized into a perfect artery blocking mechanism. Are you crazy? That stuff will kill you. Uncle Bruce, so luck. Jen loves you so much. Just going to have to buy a few more shares. And I have a breakfast burrito every morning. Carb balanced tortilla, just eggs, vegan cheese, and I either make a spicy sausage with light life or sometimes use Japanese sweet potatoes and homemade salsa. Oh my God. And let's go here. And Aaron is saying, Mark, Blue Skies, we had farmers markets last year. And still this year where I'm in Arizona, I still haven't bought store eggs in about 4 years. I get duck, CHS, and even turkey eggs are farmers markets, duck eggs and turkey eggs. And so I just finished the vote for SoFi. Anyone read the 848 pages? Now you know why they have securities lawyers taking 90 days to do these deals. It's unbelievable. Let's see. Bruce, live plucking his nose hair should be the new Yoko. Let's go. Welcome all. Jane, actually, I lived in Dallas for most of my life. Moving to the country about 5 years ago, still a culture shock. I don't miss the traffic though. What sort of bagel are we gonna have today? Morning, folks. Let's see. Good afternoon, Fergan. I haven't eaten a bagel since November. Need to add that to my next cheat day. And I just watched the first 2 minutes of the Felix Unger evolution of the honk. Oh my God, I couldn't stop laughing. Too funny. That's right. Can you invest in so far IPOE? Thanks. The funny thing is, you can't watch that movie on Netflix. They don't, Netflix has all these movies, but you don't get these classics. Why is that? You pay all this money per month to get the movies you really want. You can't get that. There's some really good stuff they don't air. What can I say? So you gotta look up YouTube clips on this stuff. Fantastic movie. Fantastic. On my way home from work, looking forward to the evening show, says Frantic. I can't even count to 148. Let's see. Thank you everybody for being here. Up 1701 on IPOE now. Up 21 cents. We're at 172.09 on Gamestop. 172.36. Okay, coming back up a little. AMC at 12.83, down $1.20. Gores Holdings 11.08, down 24 cents. The Dow down 491. S&P down 55. Nasdaq down 135 points. And oil down 245 a barrel to 63.04. That's where we are right now. And so we got, look at what we have here. We got the bagel.
Here we have the honey mustard on the butter, some of the meatloaf, some of the ham, we had to layer it, and then the cheese on top. How's that? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
big
baby.
Hanging.
We're rocking and rolling. It's good times.
We be big hanging.
We be big hanging now. We be big hanging. Oh, yeah. We be big hanging. Fantastic. Where is that GameStop? 172.64, down 803. So hopefully we can get a run going here. Hopefully we can get a run going on this thing. That would be kind of nice. Yeah. What can I say? Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Doesn't Disney own the Odd Couple rights? I don't know. I get a VPN and connect to UK IP and log into Netflix, and you get great classics. VGAC, July 16th, $15. Very cheap. Thoughts? Too close, but can be done, but close. Aaron, good stuff. I'm in a typical American suburb, and this year I put a raised garden in my front yard in front of the house where we get all the sun. Right on. Dan, I saw Michael Burry shorted Tesla, 530 million. I thought shorts would have learned by now, don't mess with Tesla. Now I'm hungry. Thanks, Jen. I put a limit order on my GameStop at 10,000 a share. Got rejected on Robinhood. Oh my God, that looks so good. Let's see. Tomorrow I get bagels. Bagel. Here we go. Jen is the mother of all bagels. Bagel. Where can I find a wife like Jen? What can I say? Damn, now that's a bagel. The Odd Couple is available on Amazon Prime Video. There you go. Check it out on Amazon. We'll have to do that tonight. We'll be watching that movie tonight because just talking to you guys about it just rekindles all the memories. Cheers, everybody! We're having a bagel. $172.31 is the price on GameStop, down $8.36. Let's hope eating this bagel will get the GameStop going. Have yourself a bite to eat while I'm eating. Welcome to Breakfast with Uncle Bruce on the Stock Markets with Bruce channel. What can I say? Poor Bruce is stuck eating bagels for breakfast Monday to Friday because of this group. Wonder what your weekend menu looks like. Bagels. Wow, that's a thick piece of cheese. Sitting Bull, where I am in Arizona, many front yard gardens, tons of apple trees, although they don't produce yearly, it can get too cold in the spring. Well, I guess it can.
Come to the valley.
Come to the valley.
We make apples.
Yep.
Not so much anymore, but we used to do more apples.
See? Oh my. $16.97 on IPOE, $171.73, $171.87 on GameStop, $12.74 on AMC. The Dow down 474, and the S&P down 51, Nasdaq down 129. Oh boy. What are your thoughts on more complicated options, like strategies, for instance, a butterfly strategy? I'm not into strategies on options. I really am not. I kind of go really old school basic. You either buy them or you write them, and that's kind of where I go. Nice. Boy. Trying to keep up on these comments here. So many coming through. Welcome all. Thank you so much. Bruce, you've got Amazon Prime after everything they've done to you. Jennifer gets stuff shipped out here on Amazon Prime. Being in a small town, you want to take advantage of the zero delivery rates out here. Kind of helps. Mm. 170.47, unfortunately, on GameStop. A little lower. What the face? It's at 171. Why the face? Let's get Bruce up to 1,000 thumbs. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, it does. It has a lot of great movies available. Mm. 170.16, the Dow down 493. Apparently, I'm not eating this properly. IPOE unchanged, 1680. Get the dip. Get that dip.
do you like that honey mustard?
Well, it's very good.
Is it
Yeah, it's very nice. Honey mustard is nice.
different than the last one?
Yeah, yeah. I saw it and I thought I'd give it a try. Um, the Dow down 498. It's just not having a great day. Dan is saying, get those thumbs up for Uncle Bruce. How are we doing for thumbs ups? How are we doing right now? 867. Thank you for the 867 thumbs ups, everybody. I do appreciate it. We're at 170.17 on GameStop, 1272 on AMC, 1681 on social IPOE. And not much else to tell you about. We're just watching these big markets here, down 490 on the Dow, looking for any kind of a rally. I haven't had one yet. Mm. Can you imagine if Yoko and Felix Unger had a show together? I'm already crying, laughing how funny that would be. Yoko singing and Felix cleaning. And, oh my gosh. Oh my God. Bruce, can I request that you wear the green money making bagel shirt for the afternoon show, please? Oh my God. Oh boy. Oh my God. Uncle Bruce, how does a 99-cent call contract for July 16th on IPOE sound? It's kind of close. $169.49 on GameStop. $167.50 on GameStop. $167.73 on GameStop. It's a dip. Markets are moving down at the moment. Bitcoin under pressure too. Yep, we're going down. 167.36 on GameStop. And we've traded now 1.7 million shares. This is the low range, 167.05 right now. IPOE at 16.78, down 2 cents. AMC 12.65, down $1.38. This is the low territory for AMC as well. So the markets are taking a dump. The Dow is down 523, S&P down 58, NASDAQ down 162. Okay. My weekend binge watching. Weekend binge watching. The Odd Couple, Barney Miller, Chico the Man, Sanford and Son, All in the Family. Anything with B. Arthur. Buy the dips. We're down to 166.85 on GameStop. 167.12. Bargoons are abounding. 531 down dip on the Dow. Down 539 on the Dow. I used to buy short-term options because they're cheaper, but they never printed. You taught me to push them out much further, and though they were more money, I started making profits. Time is your friend. It can be your enemy if you're on the wrong side of the option market, but can be your friend if you play it right. So give your bet time to pay off. 168 on GameStop, 167.99. The low on GameStop here today, 166.66. Now 168, 167.66. Right around the in the range of the low. 167.79 on GameStop. IPOE 1673 down 7 cents. This is a dip. Get yourself in there if you can. AMC 1255. 1252 is the low of the day on AMC right now. There you go. There you go. Got my first calls on IPOE for next January at the $15 strike for a few bucks each. Thanks for taking the time to explain them over and over and over and over and over again. And you're now making money, and you're going to make money. There you go. AMC is in SSR. It's down more than 10%. So short selling restriction for AMC right now. And GameStop is on its way there. If it continues to fall, it's down 6.7% though at 169. But it's back down to 169. So GameStop seems to be popping up a little bit. The Dow down 570 now, low of the day. S&P down 63, NASDAQ only down 175. The loser is the Dow. The second worst is S&P. NASDAQ is the best performer of the three indices. There you go. Okay, 168.19 on GameStop. Volume now on GameStop is 1.85 million shares. IPOE is kind of stopping here. It was as low as 1621 on the very opening this morning. And then it took off, and IPOE hit a high of 1774. It's now at 1672, a dollar below where it was, down 8 cents at the moment on 1.9 million volume. So you're being given an opportunity to catch a dip here. If you're an option player, now you might want to pick up some call options on IPOE. January or longer would be your best bet for sure. The longer, the better. Okay. Let's see what's going on. GameStop 168.54. The low of the day 166.66. So 169.43 on GameStop. It's almost up $3 from its low dip here a few minutes ago. 12.53 on AMC, down $1.50. The Dow down 567. The S&P down 64. NASDAQ down 175. 169 on the GameStop. We're jumping around a little bit right now, watching what's going on. Can hedge funds cover with these $10, $20 moves if there's enough volume? But they're short 1 million shares, and this thing only trades 1.6 million for the whole morning. They're not going to be able to get in and out of 1 million shares. They'll be lucky to move 100,000 one way or the direction, one way or another. So, yeah, they're sitting prettier right now at 169 versus 189 yesterday afternoon. but they haven't been able to buy back 500,000 shares. There's not that kind of volume in this stock, so we'll see. I have a warehouse of them sitting, a very local clientele. We'll see what happens here. 169.49 now on GameStop, it would appear. And we're up $3 approximately from the low of the morning. And we're 540, down 540 on the Dow. We're down 62 on S&P, and we're down 166 on NASDAQ. 169.17 on GameStop. Will it break through 170 here quickly or not? We'll watch this closely, of course, as we always do. I used to think that a 10% drop on GameStop was a daily occurrence. And let's go. No one's getting my GameStop until they pay my price. There you go. Observe thyself. There you go. Yep. That's exactly it. This is the way. Exactly. 169.01, 169.63, 169.63. AMC 1237, about the low of the day right now on 42 million shares. So it's around the low of the day. 1682 on IPOE, it's up 2 cents. It's actually turned around. 169.05 on GameStop, as it is hanging around this 169 level now. Will it break up over 170 or come lower? Again, I don't know. Let's see what's going to hold for 10 million. I'm going to. Let's see. Watching this market, 168.98, 169.48, 1684 on IPOE now, 1685, 1244 on AMC. The Dow down 515, coming back a tad. 169.14 on GameStop right now. What can I say, kids? It is what it is. This market is jumping around. 169.20 on GameStop. Volume now for the day, 1.9 million shares for GameStop volume. IPOE at 1682, volume of 1.9 million as well. AMC 1242 on 42.6 million shares. We got VGAC up a penny, fifth wall up 2 cents, Vector down 7, nav site starboard unchanged, Fortress down a penny. So there's no deterioration on these SPACs at all to worry about at all. 522 loss on the Dow. It's a Dow thing, down 1.5%. S&P down 56, down 1.3%. NASDAQ down 141, down 1%. There's some deals out there. Definitely some deals out there, but you just have to figure out where to go and decide which ones you want to grab. All right. Okay. 168.94, 168.96 on the GameStop. 169.42 just broke through 169 again. Dow down 543 as we're watching these markets just kind of move along here. Kids, we're at the lows here, and there are deals to be had. So if you have any dry powder, see what you can pick off, and good luck to you. That's what we're watching. 169.04 again on GameStop. IPOE is up to 1682, up 2 cents. All right. Yeah. Boy, oh boy. 550 on the Dow, down 550 points. Okay. Make your money when you buy. William, you know it, buddy. You make your money when you buy. You get the deal. You get the deal. GameStop, 169.80, approaching 170 again. IPOE up 7 cents now to 16.87. AMC at 12.54. That's bumped up from 12.34. It's a 30-cent bump from the low so far. 170.35 on GameStop. Broken 170 now. Back to 170.35. Down 10.32 on the day. The low of the day, 166.66. So that's kind of what we're showing, like $3.5 recovery sort of at the moment on GameStop. Okay, what are we going to watch here? Up 9 cents on IPOE. The Dow down 512. It's actually improved 38 points in just like a minute or two. S&P down 55. NASDAQ down 140. So what's going on? We'll see what it wants to do, folks. We're here to see what it wants to do for us. Yeah. That is all she wrote right now. Thank you, all of you, for joining me today, for being here. Thank you for the 928 thumbs ups for this show. Trying to watch this market in plain English, follow what's going on. Hopefully make money as the day goes on here. It gets better. We'll see. Excuse me. What else is happening out there? Thank you, all of you out there who are sending me kind notes, sending me news announcements from what you come across from time to time. Appreciate that. We're going to watch that closely. And again, thank you for being here for this show today. Appreciate your participation in hanging out with me today. Also, those of you who are becoming members of this channel and or renewing your memberships, I appreciate that very much. Those of you who are renewing your memberships for another month, you're now getting your third colored bagel now, and that is pretty darn cool. Love to see that. Thank you to the People's Channel, Stradler, Vitigan, Cameron, Jerry, Madison Miller, Cool Hand 415, Sarge, JK, Rick Sanchez, KW, Bruce Waining, and Mr. Pete J.E. Thank you, all of you guys, for either joining for the first time or renewing for the second or third time. Nice to have you here, and all of you who've done this in the last week. Thank you again, as always. All of you who've become repeat offenders of this channel. You gotta love that. I love you guys. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Those of you who are becoming subscribers of this channel, we appreciate you. And make sure when you subscribe, please be sure to hit the bell notification icon beside the subscribe button so that you will get alerts every time we do an update or a video or anything that's going on. You never know when we go with the special events. Those of you who are becoming members of this channel, you know, if you are a member of this channel, you know that you get special alerts from time to time on the stocks that we're following here. And you also get heads ups when a new stock crosses the radar that looks really good and that you should be looking at. I will send you a private message, members only message first. And a few days later, we let the channel in on what's going on that we're already following. Membership has its privileges, and I thank you for being a member of this channel with these alerts so that you will get from time to time. From time to time, you'll also get Yoko alerts that you need to be aware of, and that's just another benefit of being a member of this channel. You need to be aware where if she's lurking in the area, you need to know. IPOE, $17 a share, up 20 cents a share. How about that? Another recovery. 169.49 on the GameStop right now, up down 11 bucks. AMC, unfortunately, 12.34. That is 6 cents from its low of the day. On a volume of 45.5 million shares, it is down 169 a share, and that is in excess of 10% today. And so it is getting hit pretty hard by sellers. Keep in mind, the company raised $400+ million at $9.50 a share just a week and a half ago. The stock did get to $15.50 in the pre-market 2 days ago, but it has backed off here. And I'm praying that a bunch of you took my advice and you wrote call contracts against your AMC when it was 13 and 14, $14.50 a share. Hopefully you were able to cash in some serious money, and you can use that money to catch some dips or buy these calls back for a nice cheap price. there's opportunity here to make money if you're a long-term player of AMC. GameStop, if you wrote contracts in the last week or two, you got to be smiling because I've been telling folks out there, short-term contracts in that 180-90 range is a good idea on those 3-week, 1 month, 6-week contracts. Looking at 210s, 220s, 240s is a good idea. And all of you who've written contracts have got to be smiling today with this dip. There might be some opportunities in some cases if they expire this Friday to buy them back nice and cheap. There's a couple of opportunities there. Thank you, everybody, for being here and catching up with me. We're only a 51 thumbs away from 1,000 thumbs ups. Is that true? We're at 961 on the thumbs up counter, 39 thumbs away from 1,000 thumbs ups. Please hit the thumbs up button right now if you can for me. There's about 40 of you right there. Hit the thumbs up button right now for me. Let's get me over 1,000 thumbs ups right away. We're at 975. We need 25 more. And we're just about at 1,000. There's 980 now. We're only 20 thumbs ups away from 1,000. Thank you, all of you, for helping me out. 1378 here. We should have no trouble making this happen. 983, 994, 6 to go. Only 6 more thumbs ups. Thank you, guys. There it is. 1,000 thumbs ups on this show. With 1,300 of you here, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Did you hear that Amazon is in talks to acquire MGM? We have heard these kinds of talks. We're watching that too. We are here for the Yoko alerts. Absolutely. Davey, thank you, Davey, for becoming a new member and absolutely making sure that you get the Yoko Ono alerts. You need to know. Very important. It's kind of like learning about earthquakes. You need to know when they're coming. You got to know about this stuff. Davey, buddy, welcome. And everyone's going to welcome you here right now. Thank you for coming on here. Here's Davey. Davey is arrived. It's beautiful. Thank you very, very much. These are the thumbs ups count. We did it. We did 1,000. Shaky Frywad, thank you also for becoming a member. Getting on top of the Yoko Ono alerts. They happen from time to time, as well as stock tips and updates. So yes, sir. Thank you, all of you who are becoming members of this channel for whatever reason turns you on. I love you guys for this. Thank you, all of you, for joining in and staying on top of us. It worked, says Shaky. It worked. Oh, there's Shaky. Shaky and Davey have arrived. Welcome, you guys, to the gang that we have here. That is absolutely beautiful. Thank you, all of you. Welcome to the jungle. That's right. Welcome to the jungle. Beautiful. Uncle Bruce, maybe Davey is like, what the? Why the face? Yoko? Who the hell is Yoko? He didn't know that some of the benefits of being a member go far and beyond just knowing what's going on in the market. Aaron Sitting Bull, the company is looking for awesome regardless of mother of all short squeezes. It's never going to end, says Tony. It's never going to end. Bruce, will you warn me when the knee is going to have an earthquake? When New York is going to have an earthquake? Oh, my gosh. John Van, Aaron, yes, I know. I just don't like it. Yeah, welcome, Shaky, from Rennie for now. Again, guys, thank you for popping in here and joining us. This is great. Love that you're here. Get to use these emojis and hang out with us and send us comments. Beautiful stuff. A Sitting Bull, yes, and thanks to Uncle Bruce for helping us see the real fundamentals of GameStop. Right on DQ. That's right. 169.72 on the GameStop right now. Waiting to see if we're going to get much of a rally here. We're a little better than the low of the day at 166.66, but not a lot. We're looking for a little pop here. The Dow is down 447. It has improved by about 100 points. S&P is down 48. NASDAQ down 116. So the markets are improving a little bit. We're now looking for this to come to our shares. IPOE is back to $17 again, up 20 cents on the day. GameStop, 170.55. Just broke through and broke over 170. Let's hope there's a little more momentum behind it and we can get a $3-4 run from here. Take half of the loss off the table right away would be nice. John Van, Aaron saying, John Van, welcome to the stock market. Leave your emotions at the door. How can you not like this man, says Resident Flea, laughing out loud, John. Got to let my dogs take me for a walk now. Thanks, Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. Catch everyone in the afternoon. Sitting Bull, thanks. Thank you so much for being here, as always. Appreciate this. 170.65 on GameStop. Getting better. Aaron, yes, thanks, Bruce. I may disagree with you on some things, but you still drop a lot of solid knowledge. Thank you. Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it, as always. Appreciate that. I like the gains. I like it. Let's see what happens. GameStop 170.60, and IPOE 16.95. AMC at 12.38. That is where we're at right now. The Dow down 445, S&P down 47, NASDAQ down 116. I hope everyone's having a good day, says Lou. Bruce, when will the shorters run out of stock? What are your thoughts? I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever run out. Maybe they'll roll over, turn over. We kick one shorter out, replace them with another. We just, the higher the stock goes, in my opinion, the higher the stock goes, the higher it will keep going. If that makes any sense to you. So if you folks are picking up a GameStop on this dip, you're buying it up, you're buying the IPOE, you're taking off all this cheap paper out of the market, you're taking it off, putting it in your accounts, and it's not available anymore, that makes the stock go higher because you are taking away availability. And the more that is tucked away, the higher it goes. 170.11 on the GameStop, 16.96 on IPOE, 12.45 on AMC. Gores Holdings 11.10, VGAC 9.98 up a penny. Fifth Wall up 2 cents to 10.37. That is what I see happening in the big picture. The Dow now down 464. It's come back. It's now at 33,584. It was down to 33,473. So, that's 580. That's 100 points. It's come back 109 points from the low of the day in the last 20 minutes. Is this a run to, a new high and higher highs? I don't know. But it's going to have to do some consolidating, a little give and take, maybe up 2 steps, down 1, up 2, down 1 for a while. We'll hope for that. Technically, we'd like to see some building here, but, we'll see what's going on. Everyone, thank you for your kind words and for being here. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Ashley just says here, a mosquito just bit me. The seeds for Jurassic Ashley Park have been planted. I recommend going along. There you go. Thanks for the heads up on the dividend. I explained to my wife, and she was upset. I didn't get enough IBM. Shame on you. Ashley, this woman knows things. Jay Ray, I know I have some tinfoil somewhere. Jane Doe, Ashley, the Jurassic Council will accept you with open arms. If it goes any lower, I just might have to buy 5 more, says Tony. Don't ever discount the power of compounding dividends. That's true. Ashley, last year I was while camping, we were getting eaten alive, rubbed some raw thyme on my exposed skin, and the mosquitoes stopped immediately. Jane, I am woke. Let's see. Do you know they just reanimated woolly mammoth DNA? They just okay. Welcome to the foil laughing out loud. Gonna do a gene splice. I'm like a bored cat pawing the doorstep. Let's see. The mosquito just bit me. I just checking in. Welcome. Bruce should have some skin in the game and buy some GameStop. What do you think, guys? Bruce should start buying stock, and he should stop fooling around. He just be, he should be going into direct conflict of interest with us. He should be betting against us on everything we do, and then tell us to do the opposite. One of us will win. If he wins, he gets richer. If we win, we send him money and he wins. So, Bruce, why don't you do the opposite of what you're telling us to do, and you'll win no matter what. How about that? There's a sinister little thing right there. How about that? Anyway, Resident Flea, thank you. Someone has to keep a loo out. Mosquitoes kill more humans every year than any other animal. That's a fun fact. Jane Doe, I'm just testing it. Mark, blue skies, he doesn't, so that's he's impartial. Exactly. That's what I like to say, and I kind of believe in that. We're down 477 on the Dow. We're down 52 on S&P. We're down 135 on the NASDAQ. So, unfortunately, that's what we have right now. What are we going to do? What's going to happen? Blue skies, he's getting 1 share from me for sure. Resident Flea, snooze fest. 168.60, 169 now on GameStop. It's just not going very far. AMC 12.35. IPOE 16.87. When this thing moves, I'll get Bruce and Jen some nice things. There you go. I can breathe, says Resident Flea. Now I can breathe. There you go. Oh my gosh. as we watch this crazy market. That is the deal, the dealio at the moment. Thank you for 1,000 thumbs ups today. Appreciate that very much, everybody. You're awful kind to help out. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. We're trying to build our subscriber counts. Thank you for that. And again, watching the show. I appreciate you all being here, catching up with me today. We've had 2,200 people come through this channel in the last hour, just hanging around and watching what's going on. And this show right now, 9,100 of you have been watching this show since it started this morning. I thank you. I thank you for that very, very much. Fantastic. Yes. What is this market going to do? We're wondering. 168.53 on Gamestop, 12.38 on AMC. That's nearer the low than the high. For sure. 12.27 was a low. 1680 on Social Capital. That's IPOE. And other than that, there's not a lot going on here. Looking at VanEck Vector's down only 63 cents now. It's come all the way back from being as low as what was it? It was down to, where is this pricing? That's not accurate. It's coming back only down 61 cents. Excuse me. Home Depot, it's still down 750 to 309. Oh my gosh. IBM down $1.97. Microsoft down $1.63. Apple down $1.46. Tesla down $26. And Facebook down $1.18. Not much of a dip there, but it is a slight dip at this point. That's what we got going on here as we are trying to watch this market go through here. We have 25 minutes to go in our show. For the first 3 hours of trading today, 169.06, 169.39 just a moment ago on GameStop, as it is jumping back and forth here, trying to find a base and a new support level. Low of the day, 166.66. That's what we've had on the GameStop today. What can I say, folks? Welcome all to the channel. What's going on here? This market's doing nothing. I'm just buying my dips here. And Jen owns the stock. No. I recommend you to eToro. Hope this makes a bit of difference next month with IPOE and FAI finishing its merge. First donations of me would be waiting for you. Thank you, all that. One for me, says Aaron. Let's see. What else is happening? Jane Doe. No, 167.29 DCAing down. Hey there, says Yao. 169.35. 169.35 right now on the GameStop shares. 1681 on IPOE. 1235 on AMC. Down to 452 on the Dow. Down 51 in S&P and NASDAQ down 144. That is where we're at right at this point, folks, as we are just, hanging around here at these low levels, just seem to be cratering here, waiting it out. Are we going to go a leg lower, or are we going to start seeing buying waves coming in? Because my thinking here is that we're going to go higher. I don't think we're going to go lower. I think we're going to turn this and go higher. I just don't believe enough volume will come in to sell to really upset the apple cart on this market. That's just my personal guess, my personal take on it. But I don't think we're going to see a serious sell wave coming in here. Too much money on the sidelines, and earnings are just coming on big time. That's really the deal here. Anyway, that's where I'm thinking about. Looking at headlines right now on Wall Street Journal. Really don't have anything to tell you that's all exciting here. Just not a lot breaking at this point. It's just, it is just one of those markets, one of those days. Target books another sales surge. That's a headline for Target today. And the U.S. travel surge isn't coming. It's here, says the headline. European companies flush with cash turn to stock buybacks. That will help the markets there. Absolutely helped the markets. 169.98 on GameStop, about to break through 170 again. See if it can do that. 1690 on IPO East, 1234 on AMC. Watching GameStop closely. Can it break through? Yep, it just did. 170.09 on the market, down 1058 on GameStop. 170.09. Volume 2.2 million on GameStop now. And 1690 on IPOE on 2.1 million volume. AMC at 1235, just 8 cents off the low on 49.6 million volume. That's where we're trading right now. The Dow down 405. That's an improvement from that 550 drop. S&P down 43, NASDAQ down 107. So these markets are improving. 170.21 on GameStop now. It's improving a little more from the 166.66 low of the day. So it's 360 from its low now, down 1046. That's where we're at right now on GameStop shares. 170.21. Wish I could be more exciting today, but I'm just not able to be more exciting. I can't give you anything more incredible. I can't love to tell you that everything is just tickety boo, but it is what it is. This is the deal. Okay. Looking at headlines now in the New York Times. Don't see much in the way of the New York Times to really get us excited about the markets at this point. 169.89 again on GameStop. It is really jumping around. Really jumping around. There we go. Headlines for New York Times in the business section. I don't see much really getting us excited here for the markets today. Nope. Have you found where you guys are you finding with your employers that they want you to come back? Are any of you finding that they want you to come back to your office? Or are your employers saying to you, remote working is fine with us, we will encourage that as well? Are you getting we don't want you to come back at all, we do want you to come back, or your choice? What are you guys finding about what's happening over there with your world? I'd like to hear that. Are any of you thinking of moving to a different location? I mean, a big move, or rather than just across town? Are you thinking of moving to a different part of the country because of what's happened now? Are any of you looking to do home renovations because of working from home? Is that in your thing now? Yep, I got to go back to work in July, says Anderson. I work for nobody, says Resident Flea. They're keeping me at home, says Waffle. Happy hump day, everybody. Thank you, David. Kind of curious. What are your situations there? Are you being given the choice? They want to kind of collaborate with you to figure out what you want to do? 170.23 on GameStop. Haven't heard about going back to work yet, but I also haven't asked. We're talking about going back. The bosses don't want to go back. Oasis, thankfully, my office is now WHF optional. Okay. I may look elsewhere if they force me back. I'm planning to move from Miami to Creston. Resident Flea to John Doe. My wife and I are thinking of moving back to Scotland from London. No need to go back to an office, so we can relocate. Just watching the housing market first. Very interesting. I'm really currently renovating my bathroom on my days off. Well, I am my employer, and my boss is a total a-hole. I haven't had a vacation since January 2001. Yeah, it's your boss. It's all about the boss. Spelair. Same here, a resident, but 2 years I will have to, I've got it on the paper that I'm done with the pharmacy, but only part-time. I don't want to go 40 hours a week working anymore. I'll quit if they make me come back. I'll just quit. I write the COVID policy for our company. It says if you don't have to come back into work, really does have to be required, then stay at home. There you go. Permanent working from home strategy in my organization, 60 office, 40 home. We can pick and choose which days of the week. See, this is interesting. Let's see what else what people are talking about. Molashek, that sounds like a great plan. I'm moving overseas in the fall, says Sal. Currently in home renos, selling into the summer, retiring early and trading instead. Resident Fleet, I'm going to sell my place and get out of the big rotten apple. I'm going to move in with Jane Doe. Because she can cook. Waffle. I don't think I could move because I could technically be called in at any time. Edward, Uncle B, they never let me leave. Video Vandal. I've been working from home for a year. I'm due back at the end of June, but don't want to. Not working, and I'm loving it, says Rennie for now. Blog your niche. Lots of people moving to Arizona. Housing market is crazy. Lots of bidding starts at $25,000 a lot. Tori, I'm so tired of all the red. Come on, green to the moon. 170.19 on GameStop. $16.99 up 19 cents on IPOE. $12.59 down $1.44 on AMC. I've been told I can do an on-site work from home split back and forth. Who cares? Says I've been working this entire time, and I go to other people's houses to fix their HVAC. Interesting. Glenn Bear, home improvements, yes. Work at home, yes. One car household, yes. And I think employers need to accept that post-pandemic productivity is going to be in the toilet for a while. Compassion is required. Andy A, laughing out loud, nice. All of our house deposit money is tied up in GameStop and IPOE, laughing out loud. Never going back, says Mark Blue. I just took a permanent work from home job where I will only need to go into the office a couple of times a month. Well done, Nick. I did some home renovations first time. I had a Zoom meeting and realized I needed to decorate. Glenn, I also think that employers are likely very surprised by the increased level of productivity from home at home policies. Bad news for corporate office rentals. Yeah, I think so too. Jane Doe, thanks, Jane. Alex, I've been doing SEO from home for 3 years. Super lucky to have been in the space, although I really miss working in person with others. Ashley, work for myself. My customers have been requesting a bunch of backed up project quotes. Jay Ray, I work for myself, starting to schedule jobs again very lightly, 10 to 20 hours a week. Jane, Kaufdown, make sure you get a house with a separate living quarters. Resident Fleet, 2 bedrooms, right? Tori Beard, IPOE is green. Thank goodness. My organization is mandating we live within the same state or province as our physical office. HVAC, that must be a blow. Jane Doe, only if there are connecting doors. Thomas, WeWork put out a report saying the most engaged employees are the ones who want to go back to the office. Wally's World, Uncle Bruce, exciting is not what we want every day anyway. Excitement carries over too many times from the good to the bad and the bad back to the good. It is all exciting. Uncle Bruce, chillax is the way. That's the way to do it, man. Right on. The Dustin Arms, I've just been working on a sweet mullet for the last few months right now. Jane Doe, Remy, for now, ditto. Resident Flea, Jane Doe. In case things go bumping tonight, cough, cough. Dan, I own a hedge fund, and it'll be closing soon once this bomb goes off. Sad face. Dan Watkins, 42. GameStop, look out, everybody. 70.50 on GameStop right now. 70.50, and he's got 42 shares. 70.58 going higher. I want my own. I want my own country, though. The whole county, Andy land. I want my own country, the whole county, Andy land. I'm going to write off half my rent on my house now that I work from home. County, not country. More heavy trading in the S&P today. Feeling as some uneasy trading is going on. Looking at keeping the powder dry until it's clear which way we want to go. The city center is deserted where I live, and it really needs the office workers back to survive. Jane Doe, Resident Flea. Uncle Bruce, who in their right mind would want to go back to work? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to be free. I'll tell you, I agree. The older you are, the more likely it is you want to stay home because it's working. You're finding out that it works for you. It can work. You can make it work rather nicely. The younger you are, the more you may want to be moving around a bit, have some coworkers and some human interaction. I'm a technical director and scenery designer. Theater industry is and will remain in the crapper for a while, says Papa Gamer. There you go. Yep, Recently Jane Doe. Jane Doe, Andy, there are a lot of islands for sale. Ona, GameStop, $2.33 million at $70.45. It's just hanging around here, trading mediocre-ish but not going anywhere. The Dow is down 424. S&P down 45, NASDAQ down 112. That's what we have right now. We have shades. Man, I wish I had more shares of GameStop, says Oasis Kid. 170.27 on the GameStop, down 10.40 a share. 12.58 on AMC, down $1.45. Gores at 11.11, down 21 cents. That's where we're at right now. And what can I tell you? Thank you, everybody, for being here today. So much joining me here. I really appreciated you having you today. We're up 1,000 thumbs ups on the thumbs ups counter, so that's good stuff. We're now 61 only on the down dip. So thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Really appreciate them. I'm sure we're pretty close to 1,100 by now. Keep those coming in if you can. I do appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing to my channel today. I appreciate that. I love those subscriptions. Keep them coming in, folks. Make sure to hit the bell notification icon after you subscribe to the channel as well. Again, those of you who've become members in the last weeks and months, so appreciative of you. We're now into month number 3 for memberships. The renewals are coming through for the 3rd time, and you get a new color this month, a new bagel color, and I believe the bagel color is like a purple, something like that. It's like a blue, or it's more like a blue. We have orange, green, and blue bagels beside people's names now. Thank you, all of you who are becoming followers of this channel and piling on. It's fantastic. Appreciate that so much. No Yoko Ona says, "Oh yes, VGAC is green too." Oh yeah. When is a good SPAC? When a good SPAC is announced, how long should the contract buy last? Oh well, I tell you, you want to have a good 6 months to 9 months at least for your SPAC to converge and change from a SPAC to a regular listing. You really want to have a contract 6-9 months or longer if you can. I encourage you, spend a little more and go further out in time. You'll be rewarded. You'll have that much more time to enjoy swings, because if there's some bad event happening and the market has a lousy week, that could throw your plans out for a while. By the time your stocks recover the week or two later, you've run out of time and you missed it. And I can't tell you how many times I had clients, or in my own case over the years, where you're right, you were correct in guessing the direction of the stock, but you were wrong on the timing and the contract died before you could enjoy the gain. So you really got to be long. You got to go very long. Anyway, there you have it, everybody. I see purple. You don't need that many shares of GameStop. Thanks, David says. Thanks. The Dow down only 404. We're closing into the end of this show here in the last 8 minutes. The Dow is down 404 from a 550 drop earlier. S&P is down 41. NASDAQ is down 95 points. And the GameStop is now 170.62. It seems to be inching a little bit closer to the 71 level, 170.76. IPOE at 16.94, up 14 cents. AMC at 12.66, down 137 right now. Just need a little push for GameStop. There it is, 171.04, like butter. Went through 171 like butter. Hot knife through soft butter. That is the best level for the GameStop in over an hour. That is the best level in over an hour for GameStop, at 171.04. Can it put more momentum behind it? The Dow is down 384, just jumped 20 more points to the plus side, so that's a good sign. Down 38 on S&P, down 86 on NASDAQ. NASDAQ is down less than 100 points now. That is only down 0.65 of a percentage point. This market is definitely recovering right now. There are some bargain hunters nipping away at some stock. Okay? John Van, I want to buy a remote house in Idaho or Wyoming. Wife not thrilled about that. So if Ryan Cohen and the gang could pick a new CEO, that what would be great. I mean, that might move the market. That would be great. We'll see. Just touched 171 exactly. We just touched it. John Van, divorcer, you can be tendy free. Oh my. I don't know about that. 170.78 on the GameStop now. $17 on IPOE, up 20 cents. We're back to 17 for like the 5th or 6th time today. And AMC at 12.66 now, down 35, 134 now, 12.69. Looks like the market is coming back on. The Dow is down 375, but it's 175 better than before. S&P down 37, NASDAQ down 82. The groups, these markets are improving right now. So we'll see what's going on. Let's see. 20 more GameStops this conduit. No, I have kids and I kind of like her still. June 9th going to be a fun day. That's the annual meeting for GameStop's Stock Market with Bruce. Just before you go, wanted to check if you got my email about helping you out with the computer. No worries if you haven't got it yet. I've received several. Thank you, all of you who always offer this. You were so kind to us. Thank you. Some of you send us sort of instructions and try this and this right now, and if it doesn't work, contact me. Things just get better, and we do a few things, and but once in a while we reach out, and I thank any and all of you who are reaching out to us with these suggestions. I appreciate it. Hi, GameStop gangster. Sideways is also a way of trading, and with all the things happening these days, it's not that bad. Not that bad. Just zoom out, and you'll be satisfied with your investment of GameStop. Moon Tick, broker. I'm an employer. This whole COVID thing has taught me that few employees are worth keeping. I kept the best, fired the rest. Higher pay grade per hour, but longer hours. Production is up. How about that? Resident Flea Oasis, I have a few meme stonks willing to put some money into a payoff. New SEC rules are on our side. Let's see if they will enforce them. Are they going to do that? Aaron, Uncle Bruce, I set my computer to Aaron, and he karate chopped my keyboard. Grr! Oh, no. Once in a while, Aaron gets a little, he's a little frustrated, and you're going to take it out. You're allowed to do that. We're 171 on the GameStop right now. 171 on GameStop. Andy A is impossible to hire and text down here for the last 2 to 3 years. It's just been impossible. 171 on the GameStop. Let's get going. The Dow down 379, S&P down 39, NASDAQ down 93 points. We are zooming into the last 4 minutes of our morning show. Thank you for being here. I'll be live this afternoon at 3 o'clock. If you would like to schedule a one-on-one private meeting with yours truly to go over your entire world, any way I can help you, including how to do options, let me know. Send me a private email. The link is down below, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. We'll try to find an hour for you. I do my sessions on weekends, Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays. Saturdays and Sundays. Next weekend, the weekend of the 31st. So not this coming Monday, but next Monday is Memorial Day, and I will be doing sessions on Memorial Day for any of you out there who are looking for a get-together on the holiday Monday, because that just works out perfectly for you. I have 4 open slots for Monday. Just in your email, say, hey, Bruce, I would love an opening for Saturday or Sunday next week, or the Monday holiday. Some of the slots on Saturday are already spoken for, but just let me know. I'll let you know what I got available. And we'll slot you in and get you looked after, and we'll get together for an hour, and hopefully we can make adjustments that will make it better for you. IPOE now $17, GameStop 170.90, and AMC 1260. The Dow down 362 now. Residential, I don't hit people. I hit computers. My old background was in tech repairs before I went full-time martial arts conduit. So I finished my honey mustard and ham toasted bagel before buying more GameStop. Uncle Bruce, you literally now control my diet and financials. Both are going well. Now, that's good to know. Jane Doe, Jane, call you. See you later. We'll see you. Aaron, residential, you are the man. Buy and hold Uncle Bruce personal trainer. Better than Peloton. There you go. We do what we can with what little we have. Thank you so much for popping in and seeing me today. I appreciate it very much, everybody. 170.82 now on GameStop. We just need a little run. Maybe while I'm taking a little nap, it'll take a shot for us, and then this afternoon we'll go through 180 and hit 190 and head our way to 200. Thanks, Bruce. Peace. Everyone, stay strong. Pay attention to facts. Ignore these FUD on statics. Patience, profits, no matter who you are or what you believe, it still works. Peace and God bless. Lunch. Thank you, Andy A. Aaron, Stock Market with Bruce. I think there's a good niche market for a bagel martial arts studio in Canada. What do you think? People finish their training and then have bagels, chop them in half, then butter them, Maybe that can be done. I don't know. Just bought another 100 shares of GameStop, and it's at 170.76. Can man, another good show, Uncle B. Thanks for being with us. Thank you, everybody. We'll see you later, guys. Way to go, Birdie. Bye, y'all, from Jane Doe. See ya, Uncle B, in chat. Time for a nice walk. Weather's beautiful. Breathe and appreciate the future. Buy and hold, laughing out loud. Thank you, everybody, so much for being with me. Appreciate it, and all your support. New members who've joined today, welcome, you guys. Nice of you to come in here. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Thank you, Buy and Hold. And Bertie, praying for better. Thank you all so much. We'll catch you at 3 o'clock this afternoon for the last 2 hours of today's show. And let's see how the shares do between now and then. And let's go to the moon. Okay, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thanks all. Off to work to teach children how to punch their parents. Joke. That's just a joke. I'm just kidding. Thanks, Bruce. See y'all. Uncle B, appreciate you. Thanks, J. Ray. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Bertie. Thank you, Buy and Hold, Resident Free. Nathan, Uncle Bruce, have a great day. Time to have a bagel sandwich on the beach and watch the sunrise in Hawaii. Oh, baby, you know what you're talking about. Well done. Beautiful job. Keep it going. Thank you all. Mark, Blue Skies, Buy and Hold, username. Checking out. Conduit, love you, Bruce, Uncle Bruce and Jen. Have a great day. See you all later from Maja. Jai, see you all. Thank you, Jai. Appreciate that too. All right, guys, I'm gone. We'll see you later.